Hello, everyone, and welcome to Totally Unstructured, where there's no script, there's no structure. It is totally...
Every time, huh?
It was only the second time. What do you mean every time? I just wanted to see if you would get it this second time, because we hadn't done it in a while. You did, you just didn't follow up on it. You knew what I was talking about.
I just looked at you like, bro.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I know what he's doing, but no. We're not doing that. Well, we're doing this live stream thing again. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Totally Unstructured Podcast with myself, Chorston, and my buddy, Jackson. Here, live on YouTube for the first time. For the podcast, not for me. For him, yes, first time live on YouTube.
I guess technically. Well, I've been on your stream.
I guess, yeah. In a way, you've been live on YouTube indirectly through my stream, so I guess that counts. But, yeah, welcome to YouTube streaming. For you, I'm sure it feels absolutely no different because it's still the same room and everything. The layout...
We have a little different layout.
Yeah, a little bit of a different layout. I mean, we still have chat full screen on the front. Chat looks a little bit different, but other than that, you know, it's pretty much the same. So that's where we're at. Hello, Lord Ghost Cat with Weebs Out, and I don't know... Chorston. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I'm sure it's...
Well, I can't unsee it now. Can't unhear it.
What, Chorston? It sounds like a churro and me combined. I've just made fan art in my head of me and a churro combined, and I'm just picturing, like, you know those Weeb gifs?
Just keep it in the head.
No.
Keep it in the head.
This is not NSFW unless you want it to make it NSFW, but that's on you if you do that. But
you need the churro thing. Dip sauce.
I don't know what. Oh, okay. Hold on. No, that's not what I meant.
Just stop it.
I just meant to say that we are going to, like, you know those gifs of like anime girls and whatnot that have like this little marshmallow like beanbag thing, and then it's like the gif of them running into it and they come out like blah out the other side. You never seen that gift?
No.
Lord Ghost Cat has definitely seen that gift because he knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's basically a little sleeping bag. It's open on both ends. It is very, very like cartoony. And you just take any random anime girl and they run through it and they come out the other side and they go, bah. And I was just thinking, I was like, you tearing that sleeping bag into a churro and you make a chibi version of me and me just running through a churro coming out the other end, bah. With the white dip at the end. There you go. See there, now it's all tied together.
See, the only thing that I have no idea. It's the blow-up Pikachu. That's the only thing that I can see.
The blow-up Pikachu? What the hell is that?
It's like a giant inflatable Pikachu that it's like one of those jumping houses.
Oh, like you're not talking about like the air suit thing that people walk in?
No. It's a
fun house for Pikachu.
Essentially, yeah.
I could picture it, but I've never seen one.
They put the entrance in a very bad spot.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right. Well, now that we've gotten all those weird fantasies and brain things, tangents out of the way, welcome back to Totally Unstructured. We haven't been live for a little bit, not too terribly long. Our last stream was the last one doing on Twitch, and now we are here on YouTube. And the benefits for watching this on YouTube, if you do not know, is that unlike Twitch, if your internet is not so great, you can change the quality of the live stream at will. On Twitch, you were locked in at the quality that we were streaming at, which was pretty high quality because we wanted it to be good both audio-wise and visual-wise for you. But now, if your internet just can't handle the quality, you can change it yourself. And also, you can rewind in real time and then click live and come back to live, which is fantastic. And at the same time, this was already kind of being done, but I have so many videos or so many past podcasts saved on my computer that haven't been uploaded to this channel yet because I'm going to be dead honest. I've been pushing them off to the other side while working on other projects. Mm-hmm. My bad for that. But at some point in time, I'm going to just do a mass upload of all these past podcasts. I will turn off the notifications so people aren't getting notified like podcast. But I'm just going to upload like all of them and just empty the folder out onto the channel. And there's going to be like 6 podcast episodes from way back that people are going to be like, holy shit. And it's like, they're all there. I just haven't uploaded them. But now, fantastically, now that we're live streaming this on YouTube, YouTube saves the VOD directly so that people can still watch it immediately after. And I don't have to download it off of Twitch, change it, anything, make any edits in Adobe Premiere Pro, and have it crash because it always crashes, and then re-upload it to YouTube, take the audio from the video, upload that onto Anchor, which then goes all the way podcast sites. I still have to do that part, but that's not too bad.
It's one part that
it's one part I don't have to do. I don't have to re-upload it to YouTube. It's already going to exist here on YouTube forever, including the live chat. So you can see everybody that typed while we were talking about it. So if you don't understand this, and you don't understand like the conversations we're having with people who are watching, because maybe you're one of our very, very small amount of listeners who listen on like Anchor or Spotify or Pocket Casts or wherever you listen to podcasts, you can check us out on YouTube and see the chat history. Fantastic. Wonderful. So there's a couple of benefits of watching on YouTube. One of the downfalls, however, we don't have the same emotes as Twitch, because that's just part of Twitch's ecosystem.
We're going back to Twitch. No.
All right, yeah. No Kappa, no Feels Bad Man, no Kappa.
We're out of here.
No Kappa Pride, no...
I like my own streaming service.
Yeah.
with Kappas.
With Kappas and...
Kappa Pride.
Kappa Pride. It's just all kinds of Kappas. There's that one Lord Ghostkaz is using a lot, which is like half Kappa, or like just like Kappa from the Shadows or whatever it is. You take the Kappa face and cut it in half. Lord Ghostkaz has been using that on Discord quite a bit.
This is like around the corner one.
Yeah, around the corner Kappa. Peeking Kappa. That's probably what it's called.
Probably.
Something like that, but I think that one's kind of fun.
There it is.
So, yeah, there you go. That one. That one in chat. So we have a couple of emotes that still work on YouTube chat. A couple of them. Not all of them, but there's a couple of them. So
my emotes aren't on here.
You know what? Neither are mine. That's okay.
Sag.
I don't know how to upload emotes. I'm sure there's a way. I bet you can't do it until you're in the YouTube Partner Program.
Probably.
And you can get memberships and everything, because with a membership, just like a Twitch
that's
sub,
that's
how you unlock emotes.
Yeah.
So I likely won't be able to get those until that happens, which is soon, because we're at 879 subs. We're almost there. We have just over 100 and what's that?
You mean you, not us.
Sorry, yes, me. We have 7 subs.
Yeah, we're on the way there,
We
boys.
have 993 subs to go.
Easy.
Easy, no problem. Actually, funny thing that I want to point out. So a little bit of YouTube knowledge for you in the event that you don't know, and anybody else on the podcast
Probably
who
don't
doesn't know. The way revenue works on YouTube, and not just revenue, a lot of stuff works on YouTube, is by watch time. The more you watch, not even just a YouTube channel, but the more you watch a certain videos of that nature, the more that the algorithm will both see that you're enjoying this content and will promote not just that channel, but more videos like that to you. Because a long, long time ago, algorithm was basically just formed on clicks. If you clicked a video that signaled, this is a good video, you clicked on it, I'm going to serve you more of this, which is why clickbait ran so fucking rampant, because it didn't matter how much you watched the video. If you clicked it, and then immediately it was boobs in the thumbnail, you clicked it, and then it was a dude going like, you got jebaited. Didn't matter. That video then got millions of views, put on the front page of YouTube, because YouTube's algorithm went, this is getting tons of clicks, promote it. And then they realized the exploit that was happening out of that. So they switched it from clicks to watch time. And initially, you know who got hurt the most out of that? Animators, because animated videos were not very long. They were maybe 1 minute to 2 minutes maximum. So suddenly animation channels...
Is it now like a percentage?
It's a little bit, it's a little different now. But initially it was solely just watch time. If you watched this video for a long period of time, it meant you liked this video. You probably liked more videos from this channel. And it was focused primarily on that. So animators completely plummeted, because the longest videos they were making were like 2 minutes. So if you watched 5 videos from an animation channel, you equivalated maybe 15, 20 minutes of watch time at most from that channel. You know who rose rapidly out of this, though?
All Let's Plays.
Bingo. Let's Plays. Because, goddamn, a Let's Play, so easy to do, especially back then. There wasn't a lot of editing. It was literally record camera, record microphone. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Today we're going to... I'm not talking to you, Siri. God damn it. I'm sure that picked up on the fucking microphone. Anyways... So it was like, hello, everybody, my name is Markiplier. Welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's. And then you just go in and you play Five Nights at Freddy's for an hour, just a straight hour. And then you'd upload. And thank everybody for watching. And I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. And then you end the video and you'd upload that. And very, very minimal work, no editing. You just press record. You played the whole thing for an hour. You uploaded that. It took forever, but nonetheless, once they got that up, and then people who'd watch that, and even if the quality was nowhere near animation, because animation takes a long time, a lot of work and anything, but it was solely just watch time. If you watched if you watched both videos for their entirety, even though you watched both videos in their entireties, you still only contributed 2 minutes of watch time to the animation channel, but you contributed an hour of watch time to the gaming channel. So what did YouTube recommend you way more? The gaming channels, because that's where you're spending all your watch time, and that means you were enjoying it because you were watching the shit out of it. And animation channels, even if you watch every single one of their videos, that's only 20 minutes of watch time. You watch one gaming channel's video, that's an hour. And animation channels were just not promoted anymore because woof. So,
yikes.
Yeah, so, it gave rise to many creators, and then a lot of creators fell off. Now, it's still based on watch time. That's still the primary thing, but it also now only doesn't recommend just that channel. So if you watch one channel's videos and you watch all of them, the algorithm takes part of what is in the thumbnail. It recognizes certain images in the thumbnail, what your title says, what is in your description, and through auto-generated captions, it picks out the words you're saying and also picks those. So it remembers all these different things, and it will tie in. If you watch this video, it will see what things are the same.
And you can't swear within 5 minutes of the first.
Yeah, that's been changed now, so you know about that update. Yeah, that update. So honestly, I'm not too worried about that update. Tons of people are freaking out. They're panicked about it. I'm like, you know what? I get it. Well, sorry. Mixed feelings. We'll come back to that. I'm not worried about it for my channel because very few times do I swear in a video. I'm not like limiting myself from swearing. It's just most of the videos. Okay, the most recent one, that's different.
I was gonna say, you really want to play this?
The most recent one, I got the best comment of my life. What did he say? The dude called me a painter of some kind for the amount of swearing I was using. Let me find the quote here exactly. But it was, so this is the quote I got. You are the remembrant of using the word fuck and all its derivatives. Well done. I didn't know what a Rembrandt was. I had to look it up.
It's an artist?
It's an artist. It's a very, very famous artist who is praised highly
for doing the same thing over and over
for his styles of art. So when I looked at it, I was like, God damn. Here, let's pull him up right now so we can see the actual description. Rembrandt. So if I just look up Rembrandt.
He's Dutch.
So here's immediately what it says. Usually simply known as Rembrandt, was a Dutch Golden Age painter, printmaker, and draughtsman. I don't know what that is. An innovative and prolific master in 3 media. He is generally considered one of the greatest visual artists in the history of art and the most important in Dutch art history. This dude compared my use of the word fuck to Rembrandt, one of the greatest painters in Dutch history.
Interesting.
I am almost this close to putting that fucking comment as my Twitter banner because I could not believe it. And then I responded to it and I just said, I think I responded with exactly what I said here in Discord. This is the best fucking comment I've ever received. So that was pretty something. But that, once again, that is an outlier. I do not swear that often in most of my videos.
But
that
you
was
were
an
fucking
outlier.
pissed.
I'm still angry. There was new leaks today
God.
Oh my,
you'll leave that for a video.
No. It doesn't need a video. The leaks are interesting, but there are some YouTube channels that would absolutely make like a 20-25 minute video out of this, just extending it as far as they can. I'm not interested in doing that. I want to make my point and move on, because if I'm very, very notorious for repeating myself over and over again. I don't enjoy that. At least with video editing, I can really trim it down and realize it. But in honest conversations, I can't do that. I try to maintain.
You try and keep it in the back of your head.
I try to keep it in the back of my head, but it's one of my things that I just constantly do, and I try to keep on it all the time. But nonetheless, this leak, it's interesting. I made a Twitter post about it. I said everything I needed to say in that Twitter post. That would take maybe 2 minutes in a video. You could do that. I'm not interested in making 2-minute update videos on ongoing situations. I want to wait for enough content where I can make a very good video for it, like I just did, where I said until a actual official response comes out, I'm not saying anything else, because everything is leaks and rumors. Then the official response came out, which confirmed every single leak and rumor. So I went, okay, this is enough for me to make a video. So I did, and it went micro viral. Hoorah! New leak that came out today. The WotC brand now has lost 40,000 D&D Beyond subscribers.
Okay.
Minimum.
Minimum. They didn't say how much they actually did.
They didn't say the actual amount. It was leaked that they lost a minimum of 40,000 D&D Beyond subscribers. I cannot remember the minimum price of D&D Beyond because, honest to God, I haven't had a D&D Beyond subscription for a while anyways. Just because I've never had the need for it. Everything that I want on D&D Beyond is free for now. So I've just had no reason to subscribe to anything. I once did a while ago. Didn't really get anything out of it, so I canceled the subscription. But everything else I use is free. I don't know what the prices are right now because there's free tier, there's hero tier, and then like the master tier. The master tier has literally every single thing the hero tier has. The only thing the master tier gives you is that you can share your homebrew arts and other things that you own through campaigns that you create. So the master tier is for dungeon masters running D&D Beyond campaigns. That's solely what it's there for. If you're not doing that, literally everything else is on the hero tier. I can't remember what the price is. We could probably look it up right now, or somebody in chat can do that if you guys would be so kind. But what D&D Beyond is wanting to do, or sorry, not D&D Beyond, WotC, who now owns D&D Beyond, is wanting to do right now is they want to change the subscription tiers. They did not say how many tiers, but the top tier, $30 a month. $30 fucking a month.
Oof.
You know what you get for $30 a month? This is what has been leaked. Not all of this is not. There could be more, but what they've announced for $30 a month, you can make homebrew content now.
That they own.
No. If you make homebrew content, you can share it. A feature which let me tell you right now is free. Everybody can make homebrew content and share it on the homebrew section. They want to lock homebrew behind $30 a month. I don't know if that means you can't access it unless you pay. I'm assuming it means you can't make
upload it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can make homebrew, but you just can't upload it to the homebrew section without paying $30 a month.
That's ludicrous.
And that's American. So it's going to be like fucking $35, $36 a month Canadian.
40.
I don't know if it's that high.
Yeah.
It might be. But nonetheless.
That's not worth it.
No. And on top of that, they also wanted to do this. At first, when I first saw this, I was like, that could be interesting. You can run AI dungeon masters for D&D games. And I looked at it and I was like, that's interesting. However, apparently, I'll have to double check this, but the $30 tier gives you a limited Dungeon Master AI for Dungeons & Dragons games. And I was like, what does a limited AI Dungeon Master mean? Like, you can roll these regular checks, but once you get to combat, it's like, well, you can only do these things in combat. If you want to do more in these combats, you have to pay for premium AI Dungeon Master.
This is stupid.
I was like, they're turning D&D Beyond into a MMORPG with a monthly subscription service. And also, you will get, I shit you not, this is how it's worded, monthly drops. What the fuck is monthly drops? This sounds like video game stuff. Like, you get cosmetics, in-game skins, new pages from unreleased books. I don't know.
This makes no fucking sense.
I agree. Here, let me just pull up the thing here because I tweeted about it. So here's the leak. So, if Wizards tried to squeeze more money from you with these D&D Beyond changes, how would you feel? $30 a month per player, deauthorized OGL 1.0A, homebrew banned at base tiers. So never mind, just banned. Not even accessible, banned at base tiers, and then stripped down gameplay for AI DMs. And then this is where they said, if these don't seem like changes rational minds would put forward, it's because they aren't. Hasbro executives have reportedly handed this down, ignoring suggestions or input from their own staff. And then somebody, I retweeted about it, but another creator who's been getting lots of leaks from WotC confirmed that they got the exact same leak. So that is another thing that's going on. But there's not enough for video there. And then I tweeted about it just saying $30 a month. Holy shit. The only way I can see that alone being justified is if they give you everything on the website and more. Every single book release, beta testing, campaign sharing, unlimited characters, early access to books, and etc. And then I said, even then, $30 is still too much. Because as it is right now, you don't have to buy the full books. You can go in and you can buy the individual things you need for the books. If you just need the monsters, you can buy all the monsters for like $4 or buy each monster individually that you need and get that, or like certain magic items and everything. And that idea is brilliant because if I am a dungeon master, which I am, and I look at a book and I'm like, I have no interest in the campaign, like Journey Through the Radiant Citadel. Ethereal Ash, hello. Is stream lagging for anyone else? Hasbro shutting the podcast down, confirmed. Lag? Uh-oh. What's going on here? Stream says excellent. I'm not talking to you. It says stream is in excellent condition.
It was. Looks like it was.
Oh, I see. A stream is healthy. Suggestion: audio bit rate is lower than recommended. We recommend use audio bit rate of 128. Thought I was already set to 128. Maybe I'm not set to 128. Uno momento. While we double check our audio bit rate and hope that it can allow me to change it on the fly. Well, I can only go up to 48.
That's the sample rate. So.
Oh, sorry, the sample rate, not the bit rate. Audio. Oh yes, it's at 64. Fuck, and I can't change it while we're live.
Wah, wah.
All right. Well, shit. That can't be the reason we're lagging. It's just because of an audio bit rate.
I do not know.
I don't know. Still says excellent condition. Weird.
Fucking Hasbro.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Hasbro's like, all right, you know what?
We've had enough.
This creator on the rise, whose podcast we don't even know about, whap. So, if we're still lagging, please say potato. If we are not lagging and everything is running smooth as possible, pancakes. And now we wait patiently.
Sus.
What? You don't like pancakes or potatoes? Maybe not together. That's a bit of a weird combination. Hash browns. I thought about it. I was thinking just a full-on baked potato.
Just a baked potato.
Just a baked potato and pancakes, and I was like, that's fucking weird. But I guess once you take the potato and you put it through a fucking fry, like a shredder and such, then you got stuff going on. No one has said anything back, so I worry they can't even fucking hear me anymore. But we have the live thing here, so let's just take a. So I worry they can't even fucking hear me anymore. But we have the live thing here, so let's just. It's working fine. So I worry they can't even. The live preview is working fine. I don't know what's going on. Hello? Are we still live?
Are you still there?
Oh, yeah. Portal. Goddamn, that game is old. Potato. Wow, that was really delayed. Interesting. Because we are on ultra low latency, so it should not be that goddamn delayed. 5 seconds of live, 5 seconds of lag.
Oof.
What the fuck?
Technical difficulties.
Okay.
It seems we're going to perish. For only a moment.
Yeah.
And then get revivified.
We're going to perish for a moment, get revivified, come on back stronger and better than ever with possibly different bodies. No, that's resurrection.
That's reincarnation. Thank you very much.
Whatever. They're all the fucking same.
No, they're not.
They all bring you back to life in some way or regardless. And we'll be right back when we'll. All right. Okay. We are back. We are live once again. We changed some settings around. Stream still says excellent condition. Stream is healthy. Hello. All right.
We're back.
Pancakes, if fantastic. Everything's A-okay. Potatoes, if holy shit, what am I watching? This is a waste of my time. Because of quality. No other reasons. To be clear.
No other reasons. Couldn't be us.
No other reasons. Couldn't be the stream or anything. So far, pancakes, excellent. We're going to take that and we're going to run with it. All right.
Ashy nose.
Ashy nose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what I do. Ooh, there is something going on between here that I am unaware of.
But potato for the other reason.
Wow. Woof.
Clinically alive.
I've been dead inside. Goddamn nervous.
Damn, that's a mood.
Yikes.
But
pancakes. Thanks, nervous. Appreciate just that cherry on top. But hey, streams pancakes. All right, cool. Fantastic. Change some settings around. Should be good to go. I'll keep an eye on excellent condition stream health. Hopefully that stays the same. But we'll go from there. Anywho, what we were talking about before. I can't remember what we were talking about. We went from YouTube. We went from after we were talking about YouTube. What we were talking about then?
OGL stuff.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about the OGL stuff and the more leaks that were just happening. Yeah. That was about the extent of it. Is the more leaks is that they're trying to really radically change D&D Beyond's service and just squeeze more money out because, well, ever since the article came out that they were like, yeah, D&D is heavily undermonetized. And everyone was like, okay. That's a little bit of a sus thing to say. Some people like myself were like, hey, you're making a movie, so there's an area. You can make merch for the movie. You can make some more mugs and everything. Like you can make like just more merchandise and items. You can make toys and everything, because I've seen like little toy stuff. So I was like, okay, heavily under monetized. Sure. You primarily rely on books that come out every couple of months, and you buy them once, and then that's that. And only less than 20% of the people are buying those books because they're dungeon masters. The rest of the players don't need them unless it's a supplement book like Tasha's or Xanathar's, which do not come out as often as campaign books. Mm-hmm. So I can kind of understand that. This, however, is not the way to go.
No, they're literally just shooting themselves in the foot. And yeah, they're doing the Eric Andre thing. It's like, bang! Yeah. Why did D&D die?
Yeah, exactly. We are at the we were. Somewhat are at like the pinnacle hype of D&D with like its mass popularity and everything, with showing up in Stranger Things, Critical Role, Dimension 20, the OGL by no small amount, with everybody being able to make third-party content as well, mass Kickstarter campaigns and everything. Mm-hmm. One Kickstarter minis as well, 3D printing of minis and everything, and then the official quote unquote official ones made by WizKids, which is not a D&D company, but they are just licensed from D&D to make the official miniatures.
Oh god, those guys are gonna get gouged.
Well, that's the thing, and I had said that in one of my videos before. When everyone was ready, because they showed they had their own virtual tabletop they were making, which still looks awesome, but a lot of people were like, it's gonna be microtransaction hell, and I had said, I was like, yeah, sure, probably, but that's a good thing, because if you don't like it, there are other virtual tabletops that have been out for years that you can go to. The competition is an ocean that raises every single boat. If the official virtual tabletop for Dungeons & Dragons is awful because it's microtransaction hell, fantastic. Nobody will use it, and they'll have to change something if they want people to use it. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, that's like, if it was the only virtual tabletop, sure, and it was microtransaction hell, and you like a lot of things, like you had 2 beard options. Oh my god. And everything else was behind
I just thought of something. Imagine if GW made its own like tabletop simulator.
I would honestly, I thought about it before, and I was like, that would be amazing. And I immediately went, it would be amazing until you need to get literally anything that wasn't like just like your bare minimums. And then I went, no. So I guarantee if Games Workshop, because like you can already play 40K on Tabletop Simulator, mm-hmm. It's a bit of a hassle to set up, and some things aren't perfect, like models fucking when you're measuring them, you get to a building, it's like, okay, yeah. So collusion's a problem. But I was like, you could absolutely. Oh, we're back to potato now. What the fuck? Stream is healthy, excellent condition.
Oh, they're both saying it. So
what am I doing wrong? Literally everything is exactly the same as I have it set on my regular stream. What the fuck's happening? What the fuck?
Fuck us, apparently.
I guess so. Dalton sent me something as well. Oh my fucking Christ!
You asked for this. This is your fault. You have no one to blame but yourself. I hate it here.
I guess I have to show that now. Oh, I don't think they'll even be able to see it because fucking potato. But, I mean, nonetheless, we're going to try it. All right, well, fucking Lord Ghost Cat decided to show his Photoshop skills once again. And, oh, God. Wait, one of those is Tim the Tap Man. What? They're not even all me. What the fuck?
He probably thought it was you.
I hope to God he did not. Jesus Christ. How many? Okay. I know where most of these are from. I don't know where a couple of them are. The one on the far right is from a photo of me and Ashley at the theater. The one next to that is a picture of me on stage in my red uniform. The one after that is when I worked at Paladin and I took a snap selfie, and that's the original Pog. The one after that is an old photo. I don't know from where, but it's a very, very old one, obviously, because I have short hair and no beard. The one above that, I don't know what that's from. I think that's from a photo we did at D&D that Mike might have posted or something. I don't know for certain. And then the other one, the last one's just Tim W. or Tat W. Fantastic. Thanks for that, Dalton. I appreciate that so much.
I mean, it fucking killed you.
I mean, it did. Oh, okay. Pancake this morning. I think it's okay. No potato. I missed something. It's an Easter egg keck. What the fuck?
It's an Easter egg.
Got it. Thanks for the Easter egg, Lord Ghost Cat. Okay.
WTF? Exactly my point.
I guess I do have nobody to blame for myself.
No, you really do have no one to blame but yourself.
I guess the real question is, do I add that to my fan art folder? Because I have 3. I have fan art cursed. I have fan art oh no, do I only have 2? Not to double check how many fucking...
You have fan art blurst.
Blurst.
And fan art blast.
Fan art blast. I don't know about that one. I'm pretty sure I had 3. Now I can't remember. If we go to Torsten Nogel, fan stuff. Oh, I have fan merch. What the fuck is fan merch? Oh yeah, I saved pictures of people who actually bought merch. That's... Don't know if he wants his name public, but that's one guy. And then that's Ashley from way, way, way long ago. So those are the only 2 I ever got photos with my fan stuff. But then, yeah, I have fan art of all those ones, which are super awesome. Love them. Fantastic. And then everyone's favorite
the
first.
creme de la creme.
And fucking fan cursed.
Oh, God, get it out of here.
Yeah, we have that shit.
Nope. So not a fan of that.
So, yeah.
That Lux, though, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah, right? Still waiting on me, that cosplay. Oh, well. So, add it to your fan art folder, coward. Fine, I will. All right, relax. Also, Nerma said Toros. I hate it here. This is awful because they're churros. Churros. Well, what did he say before? Was it Toros? Chorstens. That was it. Jesus Christ.
No one to blame but
what's
yourself.
Worse, Chorstens or Toros? Toros just sounds like Toro.
Both.
Toro. I guess, yeah, they're both awful. Okay, well, anyways, getting back on subject, I don't, if we're still potato or pancake, sorry, I don't know what else to do. The stream software literally hasn't changed between X and Collision the entire time, so I don't know what to do. I'll review it afterwards, see what I can fix it, and try and figure it out from there. I apologize, chat. But we're just going to keep trucking on from here. So, finishing up the algorithm thing, just real quickly. So now it basically works like I was saying, where it takes suggestions from, it sees what's in the thumbnail, it sees what's in the title from your descriptions, and the auto-generated captions that it makes after you speak and everything, and it does that, and it combines. It says, okay, he liked this video, he or she or whatever the fuck liked this video, they, them, all of the things in between. I don't give a shit. Whatever you are is whatever you are. Your watch time to the algorithm doesn't matter. So, but if you watch this entire video or most of the video, that's good, and it will recommend more videos from that channel if you liked it regardless. Because if you liked one video from this channel, it will try to recommend some other videos, even if they're not exactly the same as that video, but it was from that channel, so we'll try to do that. But it will prioritize matching content that was like the video we just watched from all channels. So any channel that makes the same kind of content, it will start recommending those on the side. And a few of them will be from the same channel that is not the same content, just maybe you like that channel in general. But it's primarily about the idea, the content that you enjoyed. So if you watch one of my videos about Dungeons and Dragons and you watch it through the entire day, you'll suddenly see videos from Dungeon Dudes, XP to level 3, Nerd Anarchy, and just all these other Dungeons & Dragons content videos, because they're all Dungeons & Dragons videos. But you'll see like one or two of my videos, and you might see like what happened to Skull and Bones, and you might see why is this card rare? They don't have anything to do with Dungeons & Dragons, but they're videos from my channel. That's generally how the algorithm works right now.
Or the one where you lost a box.
That's right, or the video where I lost a box. Yes, where I
will admit that is one that I watch every so often, just because
just out of pride.
That, and it's well edited.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that video. It's short, it's concise, it gets the point across, and I'm very proud of that video. I mean, yes, at the end of the day, I lost a whole fucking box worth of cards. Still salty about that. However, it made for a great video, and I'm really proud of the way I edited it, because it's not edited in the same way that I usually make my videos. I wanted to try out something different. I want to try something a little bit of a shorter type video, but still like consistent, like fast pace, and you know what? I'm proud of it at the end of the day, and I'm glad you like to watch it over and over again, not just because you get to be like, yeah, that's right, I'll open those cards, bitch, they're mine now, you know. So that's kind of nice to see.
Were we gonna do that again sometime?
I would like to, but I want to do it for a set that we both will enjoy, because if one of us is going to get 2 boxes worth of the stuff, I want it to be a set that you'd want to have 2 boxes for. I'm fairly certain I'm going to love Phyrexia all will be one. Now leaks have, so both there have been leaks and now officials. They've been showing all the completed Planeswalkers.
Kaito is not completed.
Oh my god. Did you have seen who's completed?
Jace is.
Jace is completed. Vraska is completed. Nisa is completed. One dude from Ikoria who I don't give a shit about is completed. The Vraska completed? Oh
pretty
my
crazy.
god. Insane.
She's white-black? No, that's Kaya.
Yeah, Vraska is just straight green.
Yeah.
With
no, she's straight black.
Green. Vraska?
I thought she was straight black.
I think she's straight green. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure she's straight green. Let's go check. Twatter, Magic the Gathering. Also, I love that Planeswalker logo. Love it. Yeah. I'm loving so much of this. So there's the Nisa.
Oh, I haven't seen the Nisa.
Oh, okay. So there's Nisa. She is 3 green, and then 2 Phyrexian green. For 7 loyalty right out the gate. So you can ult her right out the gate. Most of these Planeswalkers.
If you played the full cost.
If you paid the full cost, yes. But you can +1. Create an XX green Phyrexian horror creature where X is Nisa's Ascendant's loyalty. She starts at 7, and then you +1 her. Yes, if you didn't complete her. If you didn't complete her, then it's not so bad. But if you did play her fully completed, that's 7 out the gate. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, but because you would +1 her, and then the ability would take control, that means that would be an 8/8 when it comes out. Because you +1 to do the ability.
So they come into play with 2 fewer loyalty counters if you complete them.
Yes, but if you play it completed, though,
it would go up to 6.
Does it not come out as a 7?
No, because it comes into play with two fewer. That's what completed
can be paid
does.
With for each paid with life, this Planeswalker. But I'm saying if you pay its full cost.
If you pay its full cost, then yes, it's an 8/8.
Yeah, it comes out as an 8/8. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Because the ability would tick up, and then so she would go to 8 loyalty, and then the ability would pop off.
If she gets hit, it'll also reduce it as well.
Yes, as well.
But for maybe just it depends on it depends on the actual ability of the thing itself. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. But then -1, destroy target artifact and enchantment.
Pretty good.
Pretty decent. And then her fucking ult, which again, if you pay for the full cost, you could do right out the gate. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 for each forest you control and gain trample.
That's a game ender.
If you're mono green, holy shit, that is pretty much Craterhoof. So
kinda.
In a way.
In a lands matter deck. Ooh,
oh my god. Yeah. So that's the most recent one. And once again, her completed art just
it's pretty good.
So good. So yeah.
All right. What are the other ones? I haven't seen the other ones.
So Magic Twitter is posting out mostly. Here's Phyrexia.
Yeah, Vraska is black.
Sorry, sure, you're correct. She is black. Also,
proliferate. So she's going directly into Vraska.
Oh yeah. She's going straight into Atraxa. The moment I read her, I was like, let's go. So she starts off 6, 0, draw a card, lose 1 life, proliferate. So there's her way to go up in loyalty. -2, target creature becomes a treasure artifact,
which is very good removal.
Which is real good. It's, I would argue, not as good as Oko just turning anything into a fucking 3/3 elk, because you can at least use the treasure for mana, but still fantastic removal, and it's a -2, not +2 like Oko. So.
Oko is busted. There's a reason he's banned.
Yeah.
Or was banned.
He's banned in every format but Commander. He is only he's the only place he is not banned as Commander. Everything else he's banned in. And then her ultimate, -9. If target player has fewer than 9 poison counters, they get a number of poison counters equal to the difference. Holy shit.
Yep.
So if you can play her pretty early on in a Proliferate Matters deck, like Atraxa, and just fucking proliferate, ult, bam, and you put someone, if they have no poison counters, wham, right to 9. And then you end your turn, Atraxa proliferates the end of your turn, boom, dead.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Still 6 mana, though.
Yeah, still 6 mana. Or 5 if you pay the Phyrexian cost, but then you got to proliferate a couple more times to get her to that point. So there's that. Then there's the Wanderer.
Wandering Emperor, yeah.
She is not completed.
She is not?
Nope.
I'm actually, that's a win. That's a win, boys.
So she comes out at 5 loyalty. No more than 1 creature can attack her each combat. Her +1. Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Protection.
+1, exile 1 target artifact or creature, return that card to the battlefield, so flicker.
Flicker, yeah.
0, create a 2/2 samurai token with double strike.
Brutal.
That's pretty good for 0.
Yeah, it protects her.
Yeah.
It makes it so that nothing can really hit her early.
It protects her on top of the fact she can only be hit by 1 creature.
Yeah.
And then her -4, which again, you can do out the gate. For each player, choose a creature that player controls. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control, not chosen this way. So you had a commander table, and everything only has 1 creature, and guess what? That creature, and only that creature, can attack the Wanderer, even if they play a bunch of other stuff. So
she's pretty good.
She is very, very good. I
mean, her base card is busted.
Yes.
Good, so.
So then we have Nahiri, who is completed.
Oh.
Yep.
I bet you anything she went willingly because she wanted to fuck over Soren.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Soren's not even in this set, but
that doesn't matter to Nahiri.
But so she's 5 loyalty, +1 until your next turn. Up to 1 target creature attacks a player each combat if able. Okay. Another +1, discard a card, then draw a card. Okay. And then 0, exile target creature or equipment card with mana's value less than Nahiri's loyalty from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it. That token gains haste and exile at the beginning of your next end step.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You can see the cogs kind of turning.
I can see what could be used, but the thing is she's not in the right colors for it.
You don't think so?
Nope.
She's red-white. That's Boros. Boros matters on equipment.
But no, the things you would want to bring back, I guess, would be like Blightsteel or something. But you have to have ways of putting them into your graveyard.
Yeah, and Blightsteel gets shuffled in the moment it goes in. So
nope.
Blightsteel?
No.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't have that ability. You're thinking like Ulamog or something.
No, Blightsteel does as well.
Does it?
Yep, I got it in Atraxa. It's Trample, Infect, 11 mana for 12 mana for 11/11, and when it goes into your graveyard, you shuffle it into your library instead.
Huh.
So,
I'll take your word for it for now.
Yep. So, decent, not as good as the other ones, but
okay.
She has spots where she can be played. In certain decks, she can do very, very well. So that's Nahiri, and then we have Kaya.
Yep.
Also not completed. So 6.
Pretty good.
6 with Hexproof. Never seen Hexproof on a Planeswalker before.
Nope.
So that's interesting.
Maybe she costs 7 mana.
Yeah, she is a 7 cost.
So Commander's the only place you'll see this.
Pretty much. Even if in Standard, I would be amazed if anyone tried to run her in Standard.
And she's not even good in Standard.
Yeah, not really.
No.
So she doesn't have, per se, an ult exactly because her -3 is her ult, which you could do twice. Just at her base loyalty.
It's incredible.
It is good. Exile target creature enchantment. If it wasn't an aura, create a token that's a copy of it, except as a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying, in addition to its other types. Yeah. So that's pretty decent.
So you can just like destroy get rid of an Ulamog, and then have one pop onto your side. That's a 1/1.
Yep. So that's pretty good. You liked it. So she definitely has a place. It's not Standard, but she's got a place. And then after that, this is the dude from Ikoria who I don't know.
I want this for Animar.
Oh, yeah. And this would be good in Animar. So this one you've already seen then.
Yes, I have.
So he's pretty good. I don't know anything about his character. I just saw him. I was like, oh, I recognize him. Where is that from? And I looked at Planeswalker and I was like, oh, Ikoria. Got it. Oh, well.
So gives mana.
Yeah, gives mana.
Creates something that can defend himself.
Which is in Gruul, so that makes sense.
And then look at the last ability.
Yeah, Luca deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or Planeswalkers, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control as you activated this ability. That last part, I don't understand why it says as you activated this ability.
So I guess it means you can't like buff it afterwards or something.
I don't know. I've never seen that text before.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's amazing, and you're in Gruul. X is going to be
have
a
big
lot.
One.
It's going to be a lot of damage. And once again, you can do it right out the gate. He starts with 5 loyalty, assuming you paid for the full mana cost and didn't do the completed cost. Nonetheless, you can ult right out the gate. There's so many Planeswalkers in this where the moment you play them, if you paid for the full mana, you can ult them right out the gate. And some of them you can ult twice, which is ridiculous. So that's that, and then
it's an interesting mechanic, and I enjoy that. Like where it has like, sure you can ult it, but you got to pay the mana for it.
Yeah, and that's all the Planeswalkers I believe they've.
You're missing Kaito.
Oh, that's right. Yes. There was Kaito as well. There he is. So there's Kaito.
Pretty good.
He is also pretty decent. He is not completed, but whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you may return one of them to its owner's hand. If you do, you may activate loyalty abilities of Kaito twice this turn rather than only once. Similar to Urza, except Urza is still way different. But
Urza's better.
Urza's better, but he also has the ability where you can activate them twice, but you don't have to do anything special for it. He just has it base.
He just has it.
Yeah. So Kaito is 4 mana, starting at 3, +1 up to 1 target creature can't attack or block until your next turn. His 0 is just a straight draw card, pretty decent, and then a -2 for his ult to create a 2/2 colorless drone artifact creature token with Death Touch. And when this creature leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Pretty good, pretty stellar card. Yep. I think that is all the Planeswalkers.
That's all that I've seen. So
I believe that's all the ones I am aware of. Just quickly skimming through here. Because now we're back to the Elish Norm releases with all the different versions of it. So we're back to normal. But yeah, that is all the Planeswalkers that have been shown so far. The black and white artwork for all of them has been shown, which is where I still don't know if Jace is completed, because all of the black and white artwork shows every single one of them and as a completed style, but it doesn't confirm if they are completed or not. Because it said there's 10 Planeswalkers, but only 5 of them were completed, and the other 5 were not completed. But the black and white artwork has all of them as completed, but that's not how they are.
That's not canon.
That's not canon. That's just for that version of the artwork.
Okay, that's dope. I like that idea.
Yeah, so that's why
I want to see all those, because those are dope, probably.
Oh, they're amazing. I'll see if I can find them for you right now. But they are amazing, and those are the. I believe those are the the Junji Ito ones are the ones with just the stripe for the dudes. Black and white Planeswalkers Phyrexia. See if I can find it here. There's a big thing with all of them somewhere here. So there's all the 10 Planeswalkers there that were announced. 5 of them were completed, 5 of them are not.
So we know Nihiri is.
So yeah, we know Nihiri is, Nisa is, Vraska is, the guy from Ikoria, Luca, I think. And then, the Kaldheim dude, I believe he's also completed. I saw his card somewhere. So that would
be 5.
That's the 5 there. So
Jace
then
would not be.
Yeah, so Jace is fine, which is one of my predictions that I made, because I said it was either going to be either Vraska or Jace, but not both of them, because they were lovers back in Ixalan. So I thought that would be an amazing thing of like a lovers quarrel betrayal thing. And I was dead on the money, because there was also artwork revealed where Jace is like embraced in Vraska's arms, and Vraska is completed, and she just looks maniacal with stuff everywhere. And then the flavor text was like something along that lines. And I don't know what the card is. It just showed the art for it, and I was like, fucking called it. So I know that's definitely happening. But let me see if I can.
What's that card like? To the left, that one.
This one here?
Who the hell's that?
That is a proxy with the red square. So
okay.
Unfortunate, but yes, that is a proxy. Let's see if we can find all the black and white artwork for all these Planeswalkers, because I saw it before. So there's one of them where it's comparing the 2 of them. I guess I could just go through. Let's see if we can just go through all of this and see if we can get. Maybe this website will have all the images here. Oh, I think this is it here.
Oh, it's just all their deaths or something.
Oh, yeah. So this is the artwork. So
that's like all the
this
manga art.
Yeah, the black and white manga art for it. So, switching the camera back here. So there's the Wanderer from Kamigawa, Wandering Emperor, her regular artwork from Kamigawa, not the one here. But this is her black and white artwork for this one. So you can see there's her face there. And then if we move on from here, there's Jace. So that's the one where it looks like Jace has been completed. Now, interestingly enough here, lore-wise, for anybody who cares, the sword that he's using here is the sword from New Capenna that you could equip to Planeswalkers. And that sword supposedly has in that little gem there the Halo essence that can cure completed.
So that's why
that's everyone saw that there. I was like, oh, okay, so maybe Jace in the story does get completed, but not enough for an actual completed Planeswalker card. And he gets healed out of it. We're not too sure, but it was a notable thing that that's the sword that you could equip to Planeswalkers, and that had Halo in there. And then in the lore-wise, Halo is known to be a cure to completion, which is why we went to New Capenna to begin with, was because people were trying to get that cure for Tamio from Kamigawa.
Right.
So we don't know what's going to happen, but it seems going to have a big play there because the sword is there. And
there is so much lore to this game.
There's so much that is okay. I love it. I'm so glad. I'm dripping in all of it. So there's that, which is
terrifying.
I know, right? It's like horrendous spider monkey kind of Kaito. Once again, he's not completed, but they all have this like black and white completed art. This little cute panda though, that's pretty adorable. So
that's the buddy on his shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, I guess sorry, not a panda. What is it, like a squirrel thing.
Raccoon.
A raccoon. Actually, that's probably what it is. But either way, it's there. That looks a lot more cuter than this horrendousness. Mm-hmm. After that, there's Kaya. Kaya's artwork is pretty awesome, pretty baller. I like the big clawed hand way out in front. Mm-hmm. Not gonna lie, it's pretty neat. And after that, there's Nisa with the black and white artwork, pretty similar to her stance in her regular artwork. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's just so much going on, but it looks so sick. After that, yeah, that's his name, Tyvar. This one is pretty like monstrous. He doesn't even like, you can see like the top half of his body here, and then it's just fucking roots and tendrils, and then it's like One Punch Man coming out here with the fist, and then his eyes are literally just full on spiked horns. It's crazy, and I don't know anything about him. I know
he's the elf dude.
Yeah, he's like king of the elves or something like that. I don't know. He's a big elf man from Kaldheim. Honestly, as much as I loved Kaldheim, didn't learn much about him. But artwork looks cool. After that, yeah, then there's Vraska. She's got full-on snake tail now. She doesn't have legs anymore. She's back to just full-on snake tail, and she looks basically like if Wormcoil Engine became a Naga. That's how I'd imagine that. It's ridiculous.
It's gender-bent Wormcoil Engine.
Yeah, there you go. Gender-bent Wormcoil Engine. Bingo. We nailed it. Who else we got left here? Oh, and then we're back to the Wandering Emperor. So that's all the black and white completed artworks, but not canon completed, with the exception of maybe Jace. Don't know. His Planeswalker card hasn't been revealed, so we don't actually know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I like what it says in the thing, that elf guy from Kaldheim.
Oh, it does. Yeah. Tyvar, that elf guy from Kaldheim. See, so I wasn't the only one who was like, I don't know, he was the guy. So, but yeah. So that is all for that. But yes, I would be down to do another boxing gamble. I'm fairly certain I'm going to love this set because I just like Phyrexia in general, and most of the cards that I've seen both leaked and revealed, I'm ecstatic about. Some of them are like, yeah, they're okay, they're cool. It would be fun to have them, but I'm not like super willing to, like the Nahiri card. Like, it's cool, it's fun. I don't play Boros, so I'm not. I'm interested in getting it strictly just for collecting, but it's not going to go in any decks. But then like Vraska, oh, she's going straight to Atraxa without question. So I would be down. But I'd only want to gamble it if you would also be like, yeah, I'd love 2 boxes of Phyrexia All-in-One, because if you're like, I'm not really for this set, then do you benefit from gambling a box to have 2? So that's where I was like, I'm down to do it, but you gotta be like, oh yeah, I want 2 boxes. Otherwise, you're gonna go home with 2 boxes again and be like, well, now I just have all this bulk that I don't really want to use, and I don't know, you sold it all or something. Which also could be beneficial if you sold it all and just get profit that way.
Are they gonna have boxes of those smaller ones?
Of the small, like the strictly just uncommons and rares.
That's an interesting thing.
I would imagine so. I don't know how else they would sell it unless they sold. Yeah. No, because the only like quote unquote packs that were not part of boxes used to be the theme packs, which they've gotten rid of now because they're just doing Jumpstart for each thing, which I was super excited for when they announced it. And then the 2 sets there was for with Dominaria and Brothers War. Wow, those Jumpstart packs are awful. they are not great. But that's okay, because as long as you don't buy them, then it doesn't matter. But so the only way, they could do them separately would be if they were in theme boosters, but they're not doing theme boosters anymore. So I'd imagine it would be its own kind of box. I don't know how many packs are in them or
how much they would be.
Or again, how much they are going to be. I just know they're coming. That's about it. So, but that would be something interesting, because then you would get rid of a lot of common bulk, which we
wouldn't care about.
Yeah. So that would be nice to do. So that one I'd be down for, as long as it is a reasonable price. It's because, once again, I was okay losing that box. It hurt a little bit, but I was okay doing it. But like, I wouldn't want to gamble like what is that? Collector booster box. Fuck no.
Nope.
I would not want to do that. Listen. At some point when I've got thousands of dollars and I've succeeded on YouTube and I've got my silver play button there and kind of stuff, and I can fund
your diamond play button.
My diamond play button situated, I don't know, fucking on the monitor or something, whatever. But like,
it's just underneath the table.
Yeah, I just fucking chuck it down there. I was like, it
doesn't matter.
It's whatever. Yeah, cool. On to the next milestone. So at that point in time, then I'd be like, hell yeah, let's fucking gamble complete editions, or not complete editions. Sorry. Why can't I think of the name? Collector editions boxes, because then I wouldn't have to worry about, well, if I gamble this and I lose, can I buy bread tomorrow? Like, I don't need to worry about that. So at that point, then yes. But at this point, I was like, we'll see on the price. But that's about where I'm looking at that. Let's catch up with chat a little bit here. So, Theodore Lashley, I'm busy and have a month to make a costume for myself. I'm proud of you.
Take a guess at which one.
I'm assuming it's for Vancouver Comic Con. So I'm going to say probably... Is she doing Percy? No, that's Cerberus that's doing Percy.
That's correct.
Was it Imogen? I think it's Imogen. I was going to say, I saw a post on Instagram where she had, like, your living room just became paper. So...
Accurate.
That's for the Imogen cosplay, I imagine?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Correct.
So, good on you. I'm sure you're going to get there. Then she said pancake, fantastic. Churro, fuck you. Delayed but pancakes. Okay, BRB, got to go show my friends my Clue collection. My Clue collection?
Yeah.
How? Like, what? Collection
she has
of clues?
Like 4 different thing of Clue games.
Interesting.
Some of which are D&D.
Interesting times too. I didn't think there was many different. I just thought there was.
You would
Clue.
be surprised.
I just thought it was just Clue. I guess it probably falls under the same kind of thing as Monopoly. There's very many different versions of Monopoly. All right, well I guess that makes sense. There's many different versions of Clue. Didn't know that, but fair enough. I still watch TTWT at least once a year.
Twitch Times with Tor.
Oh right. I was like, what the fuck is that? I want to ask you something about this. So, as a person who is not like you consume content on YouTube, but I wouldn't say, with due respect, you're deep in like YouTube atmosphere and like the inner workings and everything like that. No. I would say I would call you a casual watcher of YouTube. Maybe not casual because you watch YouTube every day, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I would say you're a frequent viewer of YouTube, but you're not a content creator. You're not like making content on YouTube. You don't know the in and outs or anything.
Nope.
But some viewers do know the in and outs because a lot of content creators just share what's going on in the back end a lot. That's how I find out about a lot of this stuff. Is I just follow people who are constantly just updating things in the back end. I don't know if that's the kind of content you watch. I'm assuming not.
Nope.
So okay, so here's my question. So I switched my content. I'm no longer doing like vlogs or video game stuff. I'm now straight into fantasy, primarily D&D, then Magic, then Warhammer is my main niche.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a separate channel, which is just Torsten Nogel, for uploading whatever I want to do. When I make music stuff, again, I want to upload it to Torsten Nogel, and when I make just anything else that doesn't directly relate to fantasy, it goes onto Torsten Nogel. This would also apply if I ever wanted to do Twitch Times with Tor, because we have so many clips on the Discord thing, and the amount of times I would go back and I would just scroll through that clips channel, just rewatching my own clips, probably egotistical, narcissistic, whatever.
Oh, trust me, I've done the same thing.
Oh, okay, well there you go. So
it's all good, dude.
We're in the same boat. Fantastic. But it's just, and I like whatever label you want onto it. But I enjoy watching funny moments of myself back because I can be entertained and at the same time proud of the fact that I made that funny moment, and if it entertained me, surely it's got to entertain somebody else, and it most of the time did, because it wasn't clipped by me, it was clipped by somebody else, usually like Lord Ghostcat or Daydream or Hell's Breach or somebody else, or Nermus. So somebody else is clipping it, so meaning they're funny. So I enjoy going back and watching all those clips, and every time I do that, I'm like, I should make a compilation again, because I love making those compilations. They were so fun, they were so entertaining, but I'm at a crossroads with making the 4th compilation. And I'll continue that because you're laughing at chat, so we're going to go back to chat and see what the hell's going on from here. Hey man, you can't not sit there and say you don't want to hear a Moogle say he got some booty. Yes, thank you for reminding me of that. Anyways, back on track. So here...
No.
No? Okay, we're just throwing...
Sorry.
Did you say no, Kupo? Is that what you just said to me?
Because what it says got some booty, Kupo.
Okay, just confirming that is what you said to me. Got it. Thank you for that, Kupo.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Anyways, so if I was to make another Twitch Times with Tor, half of it would be Twitch Times with Tor, and the other part would be YouTube clips, because I have lots of YouTube clips that are going on now. So I probably would have to rename it from Twitch Times with Tor to just like clips of Tor or something. But the other thing is, on top of that, is that if I was to make a compilation, would you prefer it uploaded to WinglessValkyrie or Torsten Nogel or WinglessValkyrie Clips? Because I also have that channel. As a viewer, think of it this way: do you have any YouTube creators who have multiple channels and you've subscribed to more than 2 of them?
No.
Really?
there's only one person that I've subscribed to 2 of the channels. Guess who it is?
MF Valley Time.
Wrong. He has only 1.
He doesn't have multiple channels?
Nope, just 1.
Interesting.
As far as I'm aware, anyway.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Is it a creator I would know?
Yes.
ValkyVidya.
What? Who the fuck is that?
He's the Dark Souls creator. He makes like the lore videos on Dark Souls.
No, I don't know. I'm not subscribed to that guy.
Oh, he's fantastic. I'd recommend him.
You're gonna hate yourself when you realize.
Every time I think of like video game content creators or just creators that you watch, Bricky.
There it is.
There we go. Got it. So, but perfect example. Bricky's the perfect example. This works excellently because Bricky's main channel is high edits, fantastic reviews on random bullshit. Sometimes it's porn space games, and other times it's just Warhammer stuff. It's fantastic videos. But then his second channel is usually gameplay playthroughs or occasionally live stream highlights like going over data slates and point changes and whatnot. But he does not upload his full-length gameplays to Bricky. That's for Bricky 2. And he also doesn't upload the data slate videos to Bricky. He uploads them to Bricky.2. Now, you, as a viewer, would you be less interested in the main Bricky channel if mixed in with his high-quality, high-edited videos from Skater about these reviews and everything, there was also just like a 2-hour-long live stream highlight, part 3 of whatever game he is, and then a couple weeks later, back to a regular review?
It depends on if that's par for the course or not.
Okay.
Because if that is something that is normally done and it's normal for the channel to do, then why would it matter?
Well, because a lot of the reasons that separate channels are made that way is because if you want that type of content, then you subscribe for that kind of content, and then as a viewer, you expect to get that content. But it's the exact same idea as like subscribing to a magazine. If you get Vogue every month, and then for just like in the middle of the month, not at like the time you'd normally expect to get Vogue, but in the middle of the month, you suddenly got Boater's Retreat. And you're like, what the fuck is this? I don't know anything about boats. I don't really care about this. And then 2 weeks later, on time, as regular, you get your Vogue magazine. Would you still stay subscribed to that magazine if you knew that occasionally you were going to get this random magazine that you did not care for, but it's under the same umbrella corporation? Maybe a different situation, but it's
still
kind
not
of that.
Quite the same, because with those, it's a physical thing that you actually receive, whereas that is not something. That is something you can just ignore and not click on. Whereas with that one, you're physically getting something and you're having to deal with it.
True, but would you not get annoyed by being like, I subscribed for Bricky's high quality reviews?
Like I said, it depends on if it's par for the course for the channel or not.
So would you then, if that's the case, then you're not the type of person that watches one video and goes, that was a great video, subscribe, I'm going to watch the rest?
Maybe, who knows? It depends on what it is and why I'm there, I guess.
Okay.
There's some that I haven't subscribed to that I probably should, like the Command Zone, that I've literally watched every video that's there. Except all the gameplay videos. I have not watched any of the podcasts or anything like that.
That's perfect. That's a perfect thing, and this is the perfect example as well, because I've seen comments about this on the videos before, and of course, Game Nights, Command Zone knows this. Game Nights is their most popular videos by far and large, with
extra turns being second.
Yeah, and they know that, their community knows that, Wizards of the Coast knows that. That's why they only sponsor Game Nights, not the channel, just the Game Nights and stuff. And like everyone is aware of that. But they did not start off doing Game Nights. They started just doing podcasts about Commander, and then eventually they started doing Game Nights just at their home, and then as Game Nights grew and they liked more of that stuff, and then Wizards picked it up and just gave them a fuckload of money to make Wizards sponsored Game Nights. And then because of that, and a lot of like Wizards of the Coast being like, do this kind of stuff, and now
they get things early as well, like
yes, very much
is one.
Yes, and they do all that kind of stuff, but that is all very much, I wouldn't say controlled, but hand-picked by Wizards, because they're sponsoring a large portion of the show, which is why they made extra turns, so they could still have Commander games, but without Wizards' influence, so they could play whatever they want and have a little bit more leeway on it, but they couldn't make it exactly like Game Nights, because then people would be like, well, what the fuck's the point here?
One of them is significantly higher edited than the other.
100%, but that's because
they're both fantastic.
They're both fantastic, but one very distinctly gets way more funding than the other one, because WotC directly, has control over it, which is not a bad... They
have their fingers in that pie.
Yes, which, to be fair, is not a bad thing. Nope. I think it's fantastic. I love that they do it, because, I mean, it would be hypocritical of me to say, I don't like it, and then I watch every single one of them. So that's kind of hypocritical of me to say. But the important thing is I'm in the same boat. I'm subscribed to the Command Zone podcast because I want to see those Game Nights and Extra Turns videos, but very rarely do I watch the actual podcast episodes unless it's directly on a topic that I really enjoy. And it's one of the very few channels that I'm subscribed to that I do not watch every video on, because almost every other channel I subscribe to, I only subscribe to that channel if I'm going to watch every single video that channel produces. Otherwise, I don't subscribe, because if I'm not going to watch the video, I don't want it taking up a spot in my subscription feed. So, but not a lot of people are like that. Most people will just subscribe, forget about it, and they don't even go to subscription feed. They just see what shows up on their homepage and they're recommended, and they just go from that.
My YouTube link goes directly to subscriptions.
Oh, okay.
That's what I care about mainly.
Yeah, so you and I are in the same boat there. I primarily care about the channels I've subscribed to. Once I've gotten through my subscription feed,
then you go to other ones.
That's because it's bingo. Then I click home, and I'm like, all right, what's YouTube going to recommend to me? This looks interesting, and then I watch that, and then I'll go from recommended there, and then go from there. But
sometimes you just go into shorts because like, what the hell is this?
That's true. Honest to God, I watch way more shorts now than I do TikTok. I spend very little time on TikTok. So
I don't use TikTok. I use mainly shorts
because
there's the stuff that I want on there.
Yeah, and
I don't have to go through this old bullshit again.
There you go. Yeah, and it's already tailored to you because you already it already knows your algorithm and such. So the moment you open shorts, it's like, well, you don't have to scroll through like TikTok. You don't have to create the algorithm for you.
No, it's like
it just immediately
you can pick and choose which ones you want.
Go. Yeah, so and like a lot of people are really hating on shorts because like you're just trying to be TikTok. It's like, have you not seen this song and dance before? Snapchat made stories, and everyone made stories. Facebook made stories. Instagram made stories. Yeah. YouTube made stories. Stories on YouTube are garbage. Nobody ever uses them, but they're there because the moment a technology company makes something and it works, everybody else goes, we want a piece of that pie, and they make it because it works. That's why shorts are so... Everyone complains about shorts. Shorts are some of the most watched videos on all of YouTube because that type of content works. It's fast, it's immediate, it's excessive. You can doom scroll forever. It keeps you on the platform for longest time. And once again, watch time is key. The most time, it's perfect. So of course I'm going to copy it. But, and this is the reason that I'm making shorts directly on YouTube now, and I've stopped making TikTok videos because shorts will pay you. TikTok videos do not pay you, especially here in Canada. The creator fund for Canada is zero. They do not support creators in Canada. One of the biggest content creators on all of TikTok is a girl named Chris. Guarantee you at least someone in chat knows her. Probably Ashley. I'm sure Ashley knows her. Her username is Call Me Chris. Her name's just Chris. She makes amazing skits, family-friendly, hilarious skits. She just puts on a different costume as she plays a bunch of different characters. Fantastic stuff. She is one of the top creators on all of TikTok, and I think she's the #1 creator on TikTok in all of Canada. How much money has she made from TikTok? $0. $0. She is the top creator on TikTok in all of Canada, and there are creators in America nowhere near her success making bank because they have a creator fund in America. They do not have one in Canada, and they do not have a time of when one is coming out in Canada. So she started making shorts on YouTube because guess what? Shorts pay. And she's got a podcast on YouTube and makes regular videos on YouTube and everything, but her bread and butter is TikTok, but she's been moving everything to YouTube because YouTube will pay her for the exact same content she's making on TikTok, just in short form. So she's doing that as well. So, anywho,
shit be whack, yo.
Shit be whack indeed. So the main, I guess, going all the way to the beginning is if I was to make a quote unquote Twitch Times of Tour under a different title or anything, I don't know if I would just make the compilation and upload it to. I don't want to upload it to WinglessValkyrie because that's been directly to fantasy content now. Yeah. And 90% of the people who are subscribed to that now want fantasy content, and that's what they should get. Because if they suddenly see something in the subscription feed, they're not like you and I. They will see, they're like, that's not what I subscribed for, unsubscribe. And then I will watch that number tick down. So if I'm going to make it Twitch Times a Tour, the only viable places for it is on WinglessValkyrie Clips or just Torsten Nogel. But Torsten Nogel, I want it to be more about me kind of stuff, like vlogs and music and stuff like that.
Then you've answered your question.
Well, exactly. But WinglessValkyrie Clips is already, I think I've got 3 clips on there that is just the clips themselves, and that's what I want to do is just upload the clips. If I make a compilation, here's the perfect example. If I upload the compilation, it's like 5 minutes long of a bunch of different clips from YouTube and Twitch, and you watch all of them and it's highly edited, it's fantastic.
And then you see the rest of them.
And then I upload those individual clips without the whole compilation to the same channel later. Would you watch those clips again? Or would you just go back and watch the compilation?
It depends on if there's any extra editing.
it would probably be the same editing from the compilation, just like cut out the rest of them and just take that one clip with the edits and just upload it by itself.
Then probably not.
Okay. Because a lot of creators have been doing like their best of 2022 videos and everything, which is compilations of tons of those videos, and those videos always do super, super well. But everybody's already watched all those videos throughout the entire of the year.
That's true.
So why is this now changed for the clips channel? Would it be different if I uploaded each one of those clips individually first, and then later compilation of all those clips already on the channel at the end? Because that's pretty much the same as like a best of.
It depends
video.
on how long it's been since it's been seen first.
Fair enough.
Because you can't just do it 2 weeks later.
No, that would be fair.
And that's why a best of is like the entirety of a year, and it takes the best moments from those and you slap it into a video. That's why it's watched.
Very true. That makes sense to me. I would agree with that one. Okay.
I feel like you're just using me as like a bounce board to be like, hey, I got ideas.
Well, yes.
Can you tell me if I'm stupid or not?
Well, absolutely. And I enjoy using it as a bounce board because, like...
I have a very different view.
You have a very different view, and I love getting ideas from you that are very different than my own because I can see two different perspectives. But also, like... And maybe this is a bit weird to say, but I don't have any YouTube friends. Which because that's the thing is like a lot of big YouTube content creators or any content creator in general, once they get large and they start like connecting with a bunch of different creators, and a lot of people will get like, oh, you're only friends with content creators right now, is like you lost all your regular friends. And a lot of YouTubers will say like my only friends are other people who make YouTube videos, and a lot of people are like, you fell off, you've changed, you're not the same, you don't have friends with regular people anymore. But you have to understand, when you go to work every single day and you see the same people, you may not like those people all the time, but you all do the exact same job, so it's very easy to connect with them on the same thing. And a lot of people outside of that work that you try to connect with don't understand your day-to-day life because they don't do that exact same thing. And YouTube is that to the maximum. So it makes sense that other content creators who are roughly around the same size or anything connect because they go through the same type of mindset, the same type of struggles, the same kind of ideas in content creation and thinking about algorithm and thumbnails and title creation and search optimization and all that kind of stuff. But people outside of that, like you or my parents, they have no fucking idea. So it is very difficult to describe that and like get an emotional response and have a good conversation about it because they have no clue. And you are the closest thing I have to a YouTube friend who has the same kind of mindset about this. Beyond that, the only other person I can think of that's close to like a YouTube content creator mindset is Nerd. But Nerd is not a physical Nerd of Chaos.
I got
okay, sorry, I wasn't sure. But Nerd is
you're just out here calling people nerds.
Yeah, it's true. It's like fucking nerds. But Nerd is not a physical friend that I talk to like all the time, like you are, or like Dalton or Nermis or anybody else like that. But Nerd and I do share like we just have private DMs and Discord, and we are talking about YouTube changes all the time and what's going on with live streaming and stuff because we're both in that same kind of atmosphere. But we don't like sit down and have like hour-long talks about this kind of stuff and everything because we're not that close.
That bond isn't there.
That bond isn't there as of yet. I know we've gone very, very long, but I'm kind of using it because I'm like, I know you don't have to pick up Ashley or anything, so I'm just kind of using that. But at any point you're like, we don't fucking end here. Let me know, but because this is just fun to keep going like this, and I don't have to worry about uploading this afterwards, so it's fine.
I was gonna say it's like the main thing of you being like, oh, we got to stop it after an hour.
Yeah, it's because I couldn't upload the damn thing to fucking Anchor or anything like that afterwards. But Anchor's changed out all their settings. They've maxed them out greatly, so I can upload pretty much anything, and it will work just fine. And also, I don't have to wait for hours to upload it to YouTube because it's already gonna be there, so it's fantastic. Now I completely forgot about what I wanted to talk about. I remember, but I'm going to go back to it after we catch up on chat here. So, going back from what Lord Coastcat said about I still watch Twitch Times of Tour at least once a year. Once again, that makes me happy because the old one is awful. I uploaded that. I fucking edited that on iMovie Maker. Goddamn, and it shows. It shows. But I was so proud of it. I mean, I was so proud of most of the videos I made at the time because at the time
that was your peak.
That was my peak. That was his best. And then as you improve, you look back and you go, "Holy fuck!" I mean, like anybody. So, but Twitch Times Tour episode 2, very happy about Twitch Times Tour episode 3. my favorite one. But that's I'm going to say the same thing about Twitch Times Tour 4 if and when that ever comes out, because that's just
potentially
because I'll likely be like so good at editing and like know how I want to make something funny and entertaining and whatnot. But nonetheless, so I'm really happy to hear that you watch those at least once a year. It may be because you're in them. But we'll move right past that one.
Yeah, we'll just sweep that on.
I mean, you said the same thing about the fucking gambling box one, and that's because you're in it and you won. I see. You guys don't like the videos because they're good. You like them because you're in them. I'm on to you, fucks. Anyways,
he's on to us.
Bingo, gotcha. So Lord Ghost said, "Oh wow, it's like completely died now for me." Oh no, what the fuck? Star Killer looking ass is that? I don't know. He's probably talking one of the cards. I imagine.
It was, yeah.
Fair enough. Hey man, you can. Oh yeah, we read that about the fucking Kupo. I am currently potatoing again. Goddamn. I know Chris. She also has a Twitch. Oh, I didn't know Chris also had Twitch. All right, well there you go. So she also has a Twitch channel. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're caught up on chat. I thought there was way more to catch up on. There was mostly people saying potato. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. Hey man, Cade knows it. Jackson knows it. It was only a matter of time you realize that I'm the comedy relief. Listen. You're good at what you do. Anyway,
there is no funny if there is no me. So are you monopolizing a fucking comedy now? Is that what's going on?
He went over to the comedy mountain. He went, "Here's my flag. If you want comedy, you have to pay taxes to this flag. Involve me, bitches." That's what this man's doing over here.
Time.
Let me turn on my microphone and then there goes the funniness. He's made that kind of noise before.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yep.
All right.
He's made many noises.
That's true. He's made many noises.
Some of which involve him being a cat.
Yeah. Goddamn.
You remember that one?
Oh, I remember that one like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. And MrBeast was big back then now. Oh, my God. Could you imagine that happened today? Holy fuck.
No.
That would be unreal.
Is he like big?
Holy shit. You don't watch MrBeast
Fuck
content?
No.
Oh, my God. He is ludicrously massive. So... your words cannot harm me.
He can't.
They mean nothing.
He can't hear us on top of that mountain.
Yeah, he's so high up there. He's got a fucking climbing rope, and he's just like, "Nah, you need to earn this." Anywho, so so MrBeast, massive content creator back when he.
He was.
Sorry, for people who don't know, MrBeast, who everybody knows, I'm certain, has rated Lord Ghostcat way in the past when he was not the biggest creator on all of YouTube, and he rated Lord Ghostcat, and Lord Ghostcat very famously, at least in our little circle, went, "Oh, I'm getting rated. Hello, Raiders." Meow, I think he said.
I don't remember. The only thing that was in the video was something like that. It was like, "I am a streamer, and I'm also a cat."
Yeah, so that was it. He was like, "Hello, I'm a streamer. I'm also a cat." Hello, and
he had the ears.
Yeah, he had cat ears on and everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh my God, fucking amazing! And it made it to one of his YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So I don't know which one. It's one of his rating Twitch streamers. Yep. Way several years down.
Probably like 6-7 years ago.
Somewhere around there. But if you go to MrBeast's channel and you go way down and go through his rating Twitch streamers videos, one of them, you will find none other than the Lord Ghostcat going, "Oh, hello, Raiders. I'm a streamer. I'm also a cat. Hello." And it's just that.
It's great.
It's so good. But anyways, so yes, MrBeast is a massive creator. Lord Ghostcat says, "I'm a content creator supported by MrBeast. You are below me." I mean, sure, the biggest person I ever got to rate my channel was Tim the Tatman, who is still the 4th biggest YouTube streamer. So fuck you. He's no MrBeast though. That is a whole other ball game. So MrBeast now is the biggest single content creator on all of YouTube. He surpassed PewDiePie by a fucking massive margin, and PewDiePie is also technically retired. He's still making videos, but they're not the same type of. They're basically vlogs of Japan, which they're comfortable. I enjoy watching them, but he's not in the YouTube game anymore. He's not grinding out for content or anything. He's just making videos he wants to make, which is great. The man has so much money. He can live whatever fucking life he wants. He's set. But so MrBeast is the massive content creator that he is right now. he has a very unique way of making videos that just start out bombastic, high energy, constant camera angles and he's talked about this many times on separate channels and on podcasts and everything about what viewers want and like what's the best way to make videos and everything. And it's all about engagement for that watch time. You have to keep people engaged all the time so that they keep watching the video, because the longer they watch the video, the more it gets popular, the more views, the more money and everything like that. And he has narrowed that process down to a fucking T, because the videos are high energy, bombastic, camera angles changing all the time with crazy editing, text, explosions, all kinds of stuff, and not just like editing tricks, but actually happening. Real explosions, big piles of money, massive kinds of things, buying entire islands and then hiding wads of cash in the islands, giving a bunch of people shovels and say, go find it. And it's just constant. It's basically a TV show with the amount of productions that's going on there. There's so much money in these videos, and they're so well done, and they are very, very good at keeping you engaged throughout the entirety of the video. And a lot of people are catching on to this. So what's sadly kind of happening now is that a ton of channels are basically copying exactly what MrBeast is doing, pretty much like verbatim. And it's not like they're taking inspiration and applying that to their own content. They're just making the exact same videos, just with themselves instead of MrBeast. But they copy the way he talks, they copy the way he films, they copy the exact kind of challenges and everything. So it's been called this MrBeastification of YouTube, where you have all these smaller content channels suddenly, like, they had middling success to very little, and then they started doing pretty much exactly what MrBeast was doing, and their content just ramped up massively because they're exactly the same.
Reminds me of what Alpharad is kind of doing, but he's kind of doing his own thing.
Don't know who that is. I recognize the name though.
I've mentioned him once or twice. He used to do a lot of Smash content, and now he kind of does whatever he wants.
Gotcha. Okay. So,
it seems to be a lot of, it's like good edited, like he has his really good edits, and he also uses Jade Animation for some of his animations, and she's in some of them as well. Cool. And I'm sure you know her.
Oh yeah.
And so like they did on a Soul Link together as locks and stuff like that.
Oh, that's yes.
Yeah, I've shown you at least one.
Yes, I remember those. Yes.
Yeah. So he does that, but he's also been doing like, I made my own Olympics. And then he did real life Mario Kart.
Yeah, see that's kind of like sort of MrBeast.
Similar.
Yeah, that's basically kind of MrBeast territory.
Or impromptu. What was it? Impromptu talent show where he invited people to a dinner and it was a talent show all the whole time.
Interesting. That's a little different than a MrBeast video. Most of MrBeast videos are about I'm doing this crazy thing. I invited a bunch of my subscribers. Whoever wins at the end gets a fuckload of cash. And it's different variations, but that's effectively it. And every video is relatively short. They're always under 10 minutes. And they always have a fuckload of cash involved or just crazy stakes involved. And usually he always involves his subscribers, because he will pick just random people that are subscribed to him, which is a genius idea because it gets more people to subscribe to him, so they have a possibility of showing up in one of these videos and making millions of dollars. So it all, feeds into itself and works out very well. But he was very unique in doing these types of videos, because he was the only one doing these videos. But then because they were doing so goddamn well, everyone went, well, that's the key to success on YouTube. Be like MrBeast. So they are doing that exactly the same. So, and now we've come to this situation where there are so many content creators doing exactly the same thing as MrBeast without really anything interesting of their own, that what was unique about MrBeast is kind of what's just all over the same on the top of the YouTube mountain right now. So it's no longer unique. It's becoming saturated where everything is MrBeast-esque. So, and it's almost, I would say it's probably reached its tipping point where everyone is trying to be MrBeast, and they've all found success that way. But if you want to watch MrBeast content, you would just watch MrBeast. And we've kind of come to the point now, is like, if everyone's doing the same thing, nothing's unique, everybody. If everyone's heroes, no one's heroes. That's where we've come to.
If everything's a choke point,
nothing's a choke point. That's basically where it's come to a point at. So, and
yeah, just where that came from for me was Stellaris. They made a spiral galaxy that only had a spiral. It was literally like a spiral.
Oh, just like one line. Just going.
One line.
Oh, my fucking Christ. Holy damn. God, that sounds awful.
It looked awful.
Holy shit.
I mean,
the only way that works out well for you if you're literally at the middle of the spiral, then you can expand out and then just bam and just lock off. And it's like everyone's gonna come. I guess it works out for everybody else the same. Well, because some people on like middle of that spiral has 2 ways that they watch. But if you're in the middle and you just build it from there, you only have 1 entrance you got to protect. And then I guess it's the same way if you're on the very end.
No.
I saw that. Want to play it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That sounds like hell in a handbasket.
Yep. Nope. So, I'd encounter a fallen empire, and I'd be like, "Okay, boys, I'll see you later."
It's like, oh,
I'll see you in 100 years.
Yeah, I guess I'm done now. Okay. So, yeah, that sounds awful.
Spawn right beside a.
I'll give you a cookie. I'm on a diet. I can't take cookies. Fuck you. Well, maybe Jackson can, but I can't.
It depends. Is it the weed cookie?
Oh my fucking Christ! Oh boy. I'm pretty sure he threw that out.
He did. That was sad.
Oh well.
It was like this fucking.
It was fucking enormous. So anywho, but yeah, so he's a massive creator now. And everyone's kind of copying his kind of thing, and we've started to see the trend where people are no longer watching. Not MrBeast, but content creators like MrBeast, because there's no reason to watch them do their own stuff if they're literally just copying MrBeast. And a lot of those channels are very quickly burning out because they don't have the same money.
Funds.
They don't have the same. Yeah, that's the big thing. They don't have the same type of production team. They don't have the same money. They don't have the same quality. They're doing the best they can with what they got, which as everybody does.
It'll do.
But
point.
But you can't keep doing it for so long, because you will burn out unless you grow at the same rate. But you can't grow at the same rate because you're not MrBeast. MrBeast is MrBeast, and you are an imitation of MrBeast, and you get a little bit of minimal success from that. But again, if I want to watch MrBeast content, I will watch MrBeast. So I don't know how we got into that topic initially, but nonetheless, it's
when you were saying like that, like it's one person that I feel like is unique in that way is Maxor. He's the one guy that has really over-edited shit, but it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, like the Smash stuff?
Nope.
No.
This one he does kind of like game reviews with he did a Monster Hunter one, he's done a Genshin Impact one, he's done Metal Gear really badly explained, or Elden Ring really badly explained.
I don't think I've ever watched any of these videos, but
I'll link you some of them, but they're like really, 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 really over-edited. But they're fucking hilarious.
Gotcha.
I'll send you the Elden Ring ones.
All right.
Because they're pretty good.
That sounds good.
The one I keep watching is the Genshin Impact one, though, and I don't know why. Because it's just funny.
Fair. Hey, I mean, entertainment's entertainment. So,
you'll see what I mean. People that know Maxor know what I mean.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm very interested. Oh, sorry. Coming back to what I wanted to talk to you about before we got to the end of chat here. I don't know where we started on the MrBeast thing, but anyways, just that's something I noticed with everyone at the top of the mountain is just imitating MrBeast, and I think we've hit the peak there. And I think content is going to change about what does the best on YouTube, because it always does, which is good because you keep things moving and growing and changing. But that is what's peak on YouTube right now, is this MrBeast way of making videos with tons of money, tons of productions, and it's basically like a full-blown TV show. And as cool and awesome as that is, a lot of people are kind of like, YouTube is about like individual content creators making this like their cool stuff. If I wanted to watch production TV shows, I'd open Netflix. I'd open Disney Plus. That's kind of where
Paramount Plus,
yeah, no, that kind of stuff. So HBO,
Paramount Plus.
Yeah. Woof. God, Halo, rest in peace. Damn. That's a whole other ballgame. My mouse died. So that one was at Best Buy. And I was like, oh, that was cool. And it was like $70. So I was like, oh, perfect. I'll just buy that one then. So I bought that one. Yeah, it's cool. But that was strictly just because my mouse died. Every time I clicked, it would double click. And I was like, this is not going to work for me, boss. So chuck that one. So while we're on the topic of YouTube here, here's an interesting conversation I want to have with you. I've briefly touched on this in my regular live streams. I don't think I've ever talked about this with you on a podcast. This is one I'm very interested to know about, specifically because you're not a YouTube content creator. You're a content creator on Twitch, but I don't think you've had this dilemma yet. I've had this dilemma a couple of times. I know what I want to do, but I can't. So here's the thing. Do you know what a parasocial relationship is?
No.
Okay, let me break this down for you. A parasocial relationship is perfect example. we're live right now. We're doing this podcast kind of thing. Let's not use the podcast example. We're doing my live stream. We're playing Halo. We're doing that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we have our regulars that come to chat, like Ashy and whatnot. And then a new person comes into chat.
Yes.
See where I'm going here?
Yeah.
And they're very engaging and everything. And you were talking to them.
Hey, yo, you want to do a collab?
Yeah, stuff like that. But more interesting, then they send you a message on Discord. And they say they appreciate the live stream. That was really fun. And you respond back. And you're like, hey, thanks for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And they keep talking to you, and you, out of niceness and out of kindness, respond back in kind and everything. But then it comes to a point where, at what point does this now considered a friendship? At what point are we now no longer a streamer, a content creator, and a viewer? At what point does a viewer now consider a content creator a friend?
Or an acquaintance.
Or an acquaintance or anything? Because, and this is what a parasocial relationship is. It's parasocial. It's not an actual relationship, but one person feels like it is. Typically, the viewer feels like the streamer is my friend. Yep. The streamer is someone I can talk to.
The streamer is not your friend, by the way.
Oh, and and this is where we got to get to the thing. And I'm sorry for anybody who's watching this podcast. Typically, people like who I have talked to on Discord.
Fucked.
I very, very strongly want to be the type of streamer that people can enjoy watching for both YouTube videos and live streams, and feel like they can have a conversation with me and interact with me during like comment sections of videos or on live streams. Couple of my viewers, I'm not going to name names, you know who you are, I have private messages with on Discord. Most of them are harmless. A few of them have gotten to the point where I'm like, this feels like crossing a boundary where it is no longer me, a content creator, and you, a consumer of my content. This feels like a relationship that is happening in terms of friends, where you could say like, yeah, I'm friends with WinglessValkyrie. I talk to him on Discord all the time. And suddenly a line in the sand has to be drawn. I want to be a content creator, and I want to not have parasocial relationships, because they can only go poorly. And I will say this, and I mean this with absolute sincerity and no disrespect to anybody. I am so unbelievably fucking thankful I am not a female, because holy fuck, this would be so different, but it still applies. So if you, for example, watch an MF Pally time stream or anything, and you type in his chat and everything, and he responds in kindness, and you're like, hey, I like the stream, I like this game, and he goes, hey, thanks for Riffixix, I appreciate that. Is that cool? That's fine. Yeah. Now, if you are like, hey, can we play a game together? And he goes, no, I don't play with viewers, sorry. How do you feel?
I respect it, because that's his decision.
Bingo. And that's how it should be. A lot of people do not. And the problem is, a lot of people don't for smaller content creators. Because at that time when they're smaller content creators,
they're trying to be nice to everybody and get anybody in.
Yes, they're trying to be nice to everybody. They want to grow. They want to be kind to everybody. And I've fallen victim to this many, 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 many times. But at some point, when you grow and you become a bigger content creator, and you become bigger and you get a larger and larger audience, you can't keep doing that, because you get so many people now, and you have so many Discord DMs, and you have so many people who would now consider you as a friend. At what point does it become too much? At what point has conversation happened so far where it is now a parasocial relationship, and it is not okay? Because there are a couple of people within this community, again, not naming names, that I feel like I have gone too far with, and I am borderline uncomfortable having this much conversation with someone because they could consider me a friend, and I'm not quite comfortable with that. How far do you, as a consumer of content creation, not as a content creator yourself, think at what point is it too far? Because I have seen one content creator and they made a statement like this, and I was like, I fucking wish I did that. They said they make content, they make live streams, they make YouTube videos, they will reply to the people in comments and everything, and they'll respond in Discords and whatnot, but they never, ever respond to direct messages on Discord or Twitter. Never. And I was like, I'm going to be honest with you, I wish I did the same. Because now I'm in situations where if I grow, if I expand, and this viewer's suddenly like, oh, you're massive, take me with you, like we're still friends kind of thing, and I feel like I want you just as a viewer, but that feels so mean and rude to say. So what are your opinions on all of this as a consumer of content? Ignore the fact that I'm your friend and everything. It's just as a consumer of content and that whole ordeal. What are your opinions on that? As a
consumer of content, I am very much of the mind that if I'm not, so even if I'm someone who creates content myself, I view people as in They're doing their own thing. If they want to push things further, that's up to them. That's not me. I'm not going to force myself onto someone else, because that's not how I work. If people want to be in my presence and converse with me, they're going to find ways to do that in one form or another. And I'm generally a very content person. I never really strive to go more than what I want. And what I want is very little compared to what some other people might. Some people need 300 friends on Facebook to feel validated, whereas I literally don't post anything. I'm there for the memes.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't do this sort of thing. So it's kind of foreign to me, where it's like, yeah, some people, they want to push it further. And if that's what you need to do, then great. But I'm not that type of person. I don't need to push boundaries onto people. Like, okay. I don't reach out that much, and especially to a content creator like that doesn't make sense to me. Like, sure, I might think might be a personal connection, but they don't know who I am. They don't know me. They know I'm someone who's watching their stuff, and I get some people just don't understand that for one reason or another.
I would say, as a quick interjection, a lot of people. And this is why it's so prevalent with small content creators, because if you go into a big content creators person and you type in their chat, type in their chat like, "Hey, I really love your stuff. Can we hang out sometime?" You see it, and it's gone because the chat just fucking flies by. But in a small content creator, you type that, and it stays, and maybe it pops up, and maybe it comes up, but like it stays. So you're almost guaranteed that they're going to read it. So you have a better chance to make a connection with someone. So let's say that you have made a connection with a small content streamer. You typed in the stuff, you like the stuff, they say, "Hey, I appreciate that," and like you become really connected, not like private Discord messages or anything, but you're a very regular person to that person's streams. They see you like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Like, how's the girlfriend? How are you doing at work?" And like, they clearly know you and they clearly remember you. And that's something I try to do very, very often, because it makes someone feel welcome. They come back and say, "Oh, he remembered me," and it keeps them engaged and like, "Oh, this person remembered me. They care about me." His secrets, boys. Yeah, they care about me. They remember me. Like, I want to come back to this person's YouTube videos or live streams because I'm not a number. I'm a person, and that makes me feel good. And I would say, as a general thing to all content creators trying to grow, that is a good thing to do. But again, there has to be a line drawn in the sand, and that's where it gets iffy, because if you do that, then you run the risk of a parasocial relationship happening. And that's what happens when, let's say, you're now in that situation. You're a regular person stream and you're making content. They're making content. You're watching the streams and everything. And then you ask them, like, we can hang out or anything. Like, we can do a Discord call or like talk about something or like play a video game or something. Like, you just do that and they draw a line in the sand and say, "Sorry, I don't make friends with viewers." Do you feel differently now about that content creator? I probably know what your answer is, but I want to hear it anyways.
If it's gotten to that point, then I'd probably view them as a friend anyways.
Okay.
So probably it'd sting, but me as a person, I'd get over it, because that's all you can do.
But would you continue watching their content?
Yeah, it depends on who it was and how far it went.
See, and that's kind of the situation I'm in right now, whereas I'm still very much considered a small content creator. I'm under 1,000 subs. My live streams are average under 10, and I would like to say, with genuine regard to everybody who's involved in this, almost every single person that comes to my Twitch streams regularly, I would consider myself very well known about them. I know a lot about their lives. I know a lot about their details and everything, about what they go, because of what they've comfortably shared, either on stream or on Discord or whatever. And I would say I know them pretty frequently, and I know them pretty well. There's occasionally someone comes, I was like, "I recognize your name. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are or anything, but like I recognize your name," and then they'll be like, "Oh, I used to be this name or whatever," and it's like, "Oh," and then I kind of remember, or sometimes. But ideally, it's very difficult for me, because at some point in time, ideally, I'm going to grow. My channel is going to grow. There's going to be a lot more people in the Discord. There's going to be a lot more things, and I'm not going to have time to message everybody. I'm not going to have time to continue those private Discord messages. And those are what I'm most scared of, because those are the people who may or may not naming names, may or may not feel like there is a genuine connection. This is an actual friendship. And I don't want to come across that way. I want to draw the line in the sand. And maybe I'm practically doing that by saying this, But nonetheless, it's, as from a content creator perspective, when you're a big content creator, it's so easy. It's so easy to be like, hey guys, I'm not your friend. I'm a content creator. You enjoy my content. That's fantastic. Please don't go any further than that. And they can get away with that. Hi nerd. You're going to love this conversation. Because he's in the same span of YouTube stuff. So, but anyways, but that's what I'm worried about, is that because I do, as awkward as I feel about like parasocial relationships forming and everything about that, I feel worse about drawing the line in the sand and having them be like, where is this coming from? It's only happening because you're getting big. It's only happening because, number go up and you get ad revenue.
Number go big.
Yeah, big number go up, make me feel important, silver play button, and, shit like that. And then you're like, oh, you don't have time for us anymore. You were never really my friend and everything. You were cooler when you were a small content creator. And it's like, it's very easy to be like, oh, well, sucks to be you. Bye-bye. But for me, because I have that connection, if it does happen, it will sting. And it's happened a couple of times before. So that's why it's like, draw a line.
You need to get the fact in your head that it has the potential to happen, and it will. The thing about that is you need to learn how to deal with it yourself, and to realize that it's not your fault that it happened this way, and how they feel about it is how they take it. That is not something that you can change nor influence in almost any way.
And I agree with you. Sort of. Because in a way, it is my fault. Because I could have drawn the line in the sand way, way earlier on. I could have just said, hey,
that could have been
no Discord DMs. And I could have just drawn it right there and be like, no, I am not your friend. You are enjoying my content that I create, and I create content for you, and that's it. Line in the sand. Do not Discord message me if you do.
You are able to rescind your friendship or relationship with anyone at any point, given how you feel. Okay. That is completely
when you say it like
you.
That, then yes, of course. But
regardless of any reason of if you feel uncomfortable or if you think things have gone too far, that is your decision, and you're gonna have to deal with the consequences regardless of how it happens. That is your thing to bear. How they deal with it is theirs.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that it's harsh, but that is the way it is.
And
with that.
That is the way it is. And once again, I don't like candy coating. I don't like bubble wrap. I like track. I would rather be hurt with the truth than comforted with lies. So I appreciate that. So. And
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt both ways, and you just have to deal with it your way.
I'm gonna stop you for a second. Hey, chat. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, anything you want to share about this topic, please by all means type them in chat. I especially want to hear from you guys. Because you guys, with the exception of like Nerd and maybe other people who are lurking in chat, are not content creators. You are consumers of content. So I'm very curious on your guys' conversational point.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of in like a...
You're in a weird in-between.
I'm in a weird dead zone.
Yeah, you're in a weird in-between because you... I'm not talking to you, Siri.
That's not nice. Yeah.
I gotta figure out a way to shut that off. Anyways, fuck you.
Respond to that.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
that's
Chad Siri right here.
I don't let that affect me. So, but anyways, yeah, you are in this weird like in between thing because you are friends with a
with a very large YouTuber.
Yeah, fucking
picking out.
Yeah, with a massive channel. But you're friends with a micro content creator. I guess technically several, if we include like Sushi in that mix, and I guess. Ashley, in a way.
Yep, she does make TikToks.
She makes TikToks primarily. She does have a Twitch. Does she have a YouTube? I don't think so.
Yes.
Ashley, confirm or deny if you have a YouTube. I think you have one. I don't know if you've ever made content for it. But she does have
she has one.
Yes, well, she has an account because she's talking on here. You got me there. Fair play. I just meant if she uploaded any content to it or not, okay? Fuck. Anyways. So, but yeah, so she has a TikTok. She also has an Instagram. Forgot about that and such. So, and I don't know what kind of stuff because I know she's made friends with people directly on Instagram. I know there's one cosplayer in like Vancouver that she made friends with. Can't remember his name.
She makes friends with a lot of people on over things.
Fair point. But I would say most of those are people she knows in person. So, and that is a completely different
Yes,
regard.
absolutely.
When
that flips it on its head.
Yes, that flips it on its head when both they're in person and you're in the same niche once again. Because if I met a person in person is what if I
went outside,
if I went outside, God forbid, touch grass, fucking shit. But if I went outside and I met a viewer, just happenstance, I'm in the grocery store and a viewer comes up and is like, Wingless or Torsen or whatever, and I have no fucking clue who this person is. But
that's one thing.
But they know me and they come up and they're like, hey, how's it going and everything? What you doing and everything? My immediate reaction, and I've never been in this situation, but I just know my immediate reaction is, okay, I am a content creator. I am not this person's friend. I'm out here. I'm doing my own thing. If they want a picture, sweet. They want autographs, sweet. Anything like that. But that's it. I don't want to hang out with this person. And that may sound horrendous to hear, but again, there's a line. There's a line. They're a viewer. A line. They're a viewer enjoying my content. If you come out, if you see me in person, by all means, please come up to me. Please be like, hey, you're Wingless or you're Torsen.
Hey, you're Wingless.
Yeah, and yeah, fuck me. But it's like, hey, you're the Valkyrie dude. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, Skull and whatnot. That's fine. But as soon as like, hey, can I get a picture? Absolutely. Selfie. Like, here's an autograph. I was like, hey, thanks, man. Done. I do not want to like, oh, so what are you doing? Getting groceries. Oh, cool. What are you shopping for? Carrots? I don't fucking know. Kind of stuff. It's like, oh, cool.
Of all the things you could have
I don't know. I just fucking just came out of my head. But it's just like, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, can I hang around with you and say anything? It's like,
no. See, and I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, and that's where it becomes draw a line in the sand, because you have to toe that line of like, okay, you were nice, you were appreciative and everything, and then if they try to go further, then it becomes like, okay, this is awkward. We're not friends. I don't want to become friends, kind of stuff. And I need to do my own thing, and that's basically parasocial relationships that I was just talking about. But in person, and it happens that quickly. Introduction, meeting, and then immediately you hit that wall of like, okay, if we go any further than this, this is now friendship, this is now acquaintance, this is too much. So my immediate response would be, that, and then draw a line in the sand. But then that viewer could possibly get angry. It's like, oh, well, like we're living in the same town, we're here, like we should hang out, kind of thing. It's like, no, we really shouldn't. I don't know you. I just met you. You know way more about me than I know about you, and that's weird. That's interesting, and anything, and that's just weird. Now, here's a different situation. Person comes up to me, Wingless. I'm like, hi, it's Breach. Very different. Because Breach is a regular to the channel and the live streams and everything. I know Breach very, very well. They've been very forthcoming. And also, here's a very interesting point that I want to make very clear. Breach has donated a lot of money. He is a $15 patron. He's donated over $300 from Patreon alone, and then just individual donations as well, which really ramps up something. Breach comes out in person. Hey, Wingless, how's it going? It's like, hi, how are you? It's Breach. Oh, yeah, it's picture, signature, and everything. Am I now obligated to hang out with Breach more than the other viewer who I do not know, because Breach is either a regular who I know very, very well from constant interaction, and because he's donated tons of money, and one could say has influenced my financial situations with content creations? I know what your answer is, but I want an in-depth one.
So that... Sure.
To be clear, sorry, I used Breach for this example. I'm not saying this is exactly what would happen if Breach was to meet me in real life or anything. I just want to be clear.
Covering his ass there.
Yeah, I just want to say, hey, Breach, if I meet you, it's like, this is what's now going to happen.
Yeah,
like,
fuck you.
Just want to be clear.
Fuck you, we're best buds now.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
No. So, with that, it comes down to the same thing, your comfort level. You don't owe this person. They had the choice on taking your content and giving something back. That is completely them. They got what they wanted out of it, considering how much they have spent and of repeated times. What you had given is what they felt was worth paying for. That does not apply to here and now. That transaction is already completed. They sent that. They got the stuff they wanted out of it. That's where the line should be drawn. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to your comfort level. If you feel like, yes, I know this person more than the other one, and I'm more comfortable in going out and doing something with them, that's on you. That's if you feel like you need to do that to either make amends or anything like that, or go for it. If it makes you feel better, great. If it doesn't, don't.
So you would say then between the two,
they're equal.
They're equal, even if one has donated vast amounts of money. You don't feel it's owed to you because of the swaths of money that may or may not have actually changed your life versus someone who has watched you with ad blocker on all the time, lurks in chat, doesn't really say
literally
anything.
the same, because they're the same people.
Interesting.
One of them is the only thing that's changed is that they decided to give you money in one form or another.
Okay.
And like I said, they've already paid you for something you have made.
Mm-hmm.
That transaction's done.
True.
Whether or not you want to add on a bonus, essentially, is completely up to you.
Okay. See, and that's like pretty much the same kind of mindset I have, but there is always just that awful weird feeling of like, this person's donated vast amounts of time, commitment to the community, and money, and this person pops in every once in a while, but you have to treat them. One side says treat them equally. Every one of them is just a viewer. Every one of them is just a number to your content creation. They enjoy it and they support it in however way they want to or can, and that's on them. And you have no obligation to treat any of them differently. But a lot of other content creators will say that if someone is quite literally paying for a swath of your content by their own means, like you're not asking them to, they're just deciding, I want to donate or I want to subscribe to your Patreon, and that's on them. But if you are rude to that person, but not rude to the other people, and you lose that person, what does that say to everybody else? Now, a lot of viewers say, because this is a brilliant thing, a lot of IRL Twitch streamers who will just like, go walking around and everything, who get stream sniped, a viewer will randomly come up and be like, hey, I'm on the stream and everything, I just wanted to come say hi, we just happened to run around and find into you. I was like, oh yeah, you just happened to. It's not like I'm broadcasting my fucking location or anything. But most Twitch, I'm just using Twitch as a general term for this. Most Twitch streamers or Twitch viewers who are watching this will say, cringe, weird, get out of the stream and everything, because they're there to watch the content, but they see someone comes in there. But I shit you not, most of those people who are watching that channel, if they were in that same situation, would probably be just weird, like, it's my favorite content creator. Mm-hmm. I got to get a picture. I got to get an autograph.
Yep.
And it's the same people who would be like that who are now in chat going like, that's cringe. That's weird.
Yep.
Opinions?
Because people are absolutely fickle as fuck.
I mean, I guess that is, at the end of the day, people are fickle as fuck. Nerd has some comments here that I'm very interested here. So, Nerd of Chaos, who says, I think it's easier to become friends with a content creator if you are also a content creator. That's exactly what we were talking about before. Mm-hmm. If you're in the same job, even if you're not exactly friends, you have the same experience, so it's just easier to bond over that shared experience. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we had briefly talked about that. He says, it brings a level of commonality, thank you, and removes the anonymity, which makes a parasocial relationships. I find it easier to make connections with other streamers because they can click on my profile and see a face and the real person behind the text. Also, I would absolutely treat my viewers differently.
And that's up to him.
Fair enough. Nirma says, for me, it would come to user interaction. I would love more of an elaboration. I think I know where you're going with this, but I'd love more of an elaboration on that.
I think that's how they're treating you.
I figured as much.
I think that's what it comes up to, but if he wants to elaborate on it, he's absolutely free to do so.
And that's basically what I was saying. Like, they come up to me in the supermarket, it's like, hey, you're Wingless, can I get a picture? Can I autograph? Yeah, here you go. Like, all right, thanks. Have a good one. And they walk away. Perfect. Beautiful. Excellent viewer interaction. You came in, you said hi, you got your photo, your message, and you fucked off without, needing to be mean. Nerd says, like, differently in the sense of having favorites.
And that's
treat my viewers differently in the sense of having
if you wanted, and like I said, that's up to you on how comfortable you are with yourself in that situation. If you wanted to have favorites, go for it. You just have to deal with the consequences.
Yes, because there will be viewers who will
try to either get into there and not be the very fit, or they'll try and berate each other. Who knows?
Yes.
People are crazy, man. People are fucking nuts.
Yeah, because that's definitely a situation where you could suddenly make a hierarchy of viewers, whereas there's viewers who have been like, I've been following Nerd since he was a small timer, and we're like close buds and everything, and I started out as a viewer, and then another viewer just happened to cross Nerd's channel today, and they love Nerd's channel. They immediately binge watch everything, and they try to get onto the same kind of connection that they see in tons of Nerd's videos or like past streams of him interacting with viewers and playing games with those viewers, and they're like, I want to be one of those viewers. But by the time they've come across that channel, Nerd's now exploded in popularity. He's massive and everything. And that idea is basically out of their control. They have no chance of ever becoming that tier of a viewer into a friend. Does that then make them bitter, or do they accept that and move on? I guess that's basically just a personality thing.
And a lot of those things you can't control.
True. And that's coming full circle back to the thing that I was like, that's what I wish I did from the start. With being as kind as possible. I wish from the start I'm a content creator. I'm trying to make content. This is what I want to do for my career and everything. I have my close friends. I want to keep my close friends. If I make other friends along the way, fantastic. But I do not want to be friends to my viewers. Hard line in the sand. Do not Discord DM me and everything. I can't go back on that now. way fucking beyond that.
Yeah, you're a little past that. You're 5 years late to that.
I am way fucking beyond that. And I'd say that's primarily based off of the fact that, I mean, when I started Parasocial Relationships, it wasn't really this big of a deal. It's become way bigger now. But I'm at the point now where I'm still at the point where if someone comes to the stream for the very first time, I want to make them feel welcome. I want them to be included. I want to make the connection because I'm still a small content creator. And I know for a fact, if and when I get much bigger and people come in, I'm just going to go, hey, how's it going? And that's going to be it, because they're boom, and it's going to go away. And that's going to be it. And there's going to be way too many. I mean, this just happened on my most recent YouTube video. For every YouTube video I ever make, I respond to every comment in some way by either hearting it, thumbs upping it, responding as like, thanks, man, or even just like a haha, just something minimal, because it gives someone who comments on that video that says, oh, they saw my comment, and they'll come back. Spoiling secrets, but that's just how it works. You know, if you give them that small little bit of engagement, they are far more likely to come back because that person noticed me. They saw my comment, and they'll come back and they'll make another comment, or they'll watch another video or something. I know you're laughing at something in chat. I'll get to it. But they make that kind of thing. But now, even with my most recent video where I went like micro viral, when it first started, I was responding to every comment, and then it just came boop, 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 and the comments just kept flooding in, and I was like, I can't respond to all of these. And I just stopped. And I feel awful about that, because now the early people who saw that video, who are people I don't know, just randomly saw it, I responded to them, gave them thumbs, gave them the hearts up, and then people who came into that video a little bit later get no interaction from me. And that's the stuff that I'm like, is it better that I just didn't respond to anybody? Or how do I...
You respond to whoever you want, whenever you want.
I wish it was that simple.
It is. For your feelings, I get it's much more complicated than that. But at the end of the day, you can't do everything. You have to go within your own limits, and you've realized that, hey, X amount of views with this amount of comments, I can't deal with all the time. You've met your limit. Yeah. You shouldn't go past it. To
be fair, the thing is, once again, I could respond to every one of those comments. I could go every one of them and respond to them. But there's so many, I literally couldn't get anything else done. There is... I think
and that's your limit.
There's over 70 comments on that video right now, which a lot of people are like, 70 comments, that's not a fucking lot. I normally get 2. I can do that easily. That's fine. Sit down and answer 2 comments and move on and start editing and start filming, doing something else. That one is like, if I go through and I read every single one of these and respond to them, my responses are either going to be fucking limited, or I'm not going to be able to respond to everybody. And if I can only make limited conversation with everybody, I'd rather just not talk to them at all.
And there you go.
That's just,
You've already figured it out in your head.
I still feel bad about it.
You just need to go through it out here with us.
Because I hate being that viewer who comes in and see, oh, he responded to them. If I write a comment, he'll respond to me. And then he doesn't respond to me. It's like,
see, not everyone views it in the same way that you do.
Yeah,
not everyone expects to be seen. At least not in that fashion.
Fair enough.
Some people just want to say what they say, and if somebody gets some use out of it, great. And then there's some people like me who don't say shit.
Yes. And I'm gonna be dead honest. When it comes to like certain live streams and such, lurkers are the best. Because they put a number on your stream, they boost your stream, and then they don't say anything fucking weird. They don't ask you any awkward questions that make the stream like weird.
You got any games on your phone?
Yeah, they don't do any of that kind of shit. Like lurker, my favorite types of viewers are people who come in, interact in a positive way without making me feel fucking weird or anything like that. Those are my favorite.
So not me.
Yeah, not you. Fuck off. You, Nermus, Ghost Cat, fuck off. You're
the
worst viewers I've ever had.
Get the mods out of here.
Fucking awful.
Get the mods out of here. They don't need mods.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But I would say those are my favorite types of viewers who who come in, they interact, they're fantastic, and they don't cross any kind of borders or make me feel kind of uncomfortable because I know myself and I'm going to be like, and I'm going to respond to it and I'm going to keep it going because I want to keep this person entertained. I want to keep them here.
You fucking weirdo.
Yeah, but that's small content creator problem is like you have such a small thing and then when someone comes in, you're like, you fucking want to keep them in as much as you can because goddamn, this is all I got. This is precious to me, and anytime it grows by a small amount, it's like it's a massive thing. But when you get to 1 million subscribers,
you're a dragon.
Yeah, in a way, I'm a
dragon. You're a little tiny dragon on his horde.
On my tiny little horde, but every coin in that horde matters because I know every coin. So if a coin misses, I know it missed, and if a coin gets in, I know it happened. I'm not at the point where I literally have fucking mountain full of coins, and if one goes missing, I'm like, sorry, what happened? I'm not at that point, and I probably won't be for a long time. Someday, maybe, but who knows?
I think that's probably the best analogy we could have gotten.
That works so fucking well. Half five. Good job on that one. All right, coming back to chat for what fucking Jackson was laughing at here. Nirma says, how they interact with chat and the streamer along. Yeah, that makes sense for how they would interact. For when you said, for me, it would come to user interaction. Nerd of Chaos, as a wise man would say, sounds like a skill issue, should have found me sooner. Wow. All right, then. Nermus, with what they want out of the stream, if to make friends or just to enjoy the content. Yeah, but a lot of people are in the same. They cross those both. They enjoy the content, and then they want to become friends, and if they don't become friends, they no longer enjoy the content. A lot of people, for once again, smaller content creators, blend the two. Mm-hmm. I enjoy the content when the content creator is my friend. For massive content creators, that doesn't happen because there's just this knowledge that they won't see my chat, so I'm not going to bother. And if I do chat, it's just to get involved in the hive mind of chat that's going on just for the fun of it, but not for like, I want them to see my chat kind of thing. And if you really want them to see your chat, you donate. And if their chat reads something, then you do that kind of thing. And at that point in time, if the streamer reads it and goes, hey man, thanks, but I'm not interested. Guess what? You tried. You lost a bit of money doing it, but now you know. And if you're like, you know what? Okay, and I'm not going to watch this person anymore. Guess what? They're big enough that they don't need you. But smaller content creators, once again, doesn't work that way. One viewer can make or break a channel kind of thing. So, it comes to that point. Nerd, it's luck if I become a big content creator and luck if you're my pal.
He's got you.
No, he does not. Because
you're taking a long time.
I'm trying to think of how I say this in a nice way.
Oh.
Becoming a content creator in any platform.
It takes work.
It takes work.
Yes.
There is a minutia of luck involved. But you can, if you are trying to become a content creator, but you're like, I'm never going to make it because luck's not on my side, or the algorithm doesn't like me, or I'm never going to pop off because nobody ever raised me or anything. You have no fucking idea what you're doing. Success is when luck meets preparation. If you are not prepared for if and when luck comes to you, you will flounder. There are so many channels.
I feel like
sorry, go ahead.
You're going a little too far with that. We totally get what you're saying, but he's mainly making a joke. Not an actual like.
Oh, see, I didn't get the joke part at all. I assumed Nerd was just going like, if my channel makes it, it was out of luck. If it doesn't, well, luck wasn't on my side, and that's like that is so not it.
That's a self-deprecating. You know what?
Yeah,
I mean.
yeah.
It's been a long weekend.
Yeah, no kidding.
I tried it again.
Holy shit, it's normally
y'all know what I mean.
It's normally me who can't fucking speak English. Goddamn. Yes. We all clearly know what you're talking about. So
that's the way that joke was meant to be, and
gotcha.
And it was more like it was luck if they got to that point. I don't think he was being 100% serious, so there's no reason to like deep dive into that.
I completely missed that.
Because you got pissed.
Well, I got pissed because I've seen so many content creators who will start off, make 2 videos, do 1 live stream, and they're like, nobody found my channel because, well, Twitch doesn't promote me or YouTube algorithm doesn't like me and everything. I'm like, no, it's not that. It's because your content's ass. You're starting out. It's going to be ass. You don't know what you're doing. Make 100 videos before you know what you want to do.
Have you made 100 videos?
Yes, I have over 200 videos.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Not all of them are fantasy related, of course, but I think I'm at like 250. Oh, that link doesn't work anymore. Okay, I guess I have to fix that.
Get fucked.
Well, all right. Stream Deck link doesn't work anymore. Let me double check. We're on Totally Unstructured right now. That's not going to work. I'll just pull it up on my phone. But I believe I'm at 200 videos. I'm almost at 100 just from the fantasy content, which surprised me when I noticed that, because I was like, damn, I didn't think I had made that videos. But I suppose I did. The September month, 2 years ago at this point, Jesus Christ, is what really boosted it, because I made one video every single day for the whole month of September when I did that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. That was when I was really like, okay, I know what I need to do now. I haven't been doing this properly, so I'm going to kickstart this in full gear. One video every single day for this whole month.
I think you missed 2.
I missed a couple right at the end because I forgot that I had like the Make-A-Wish live stream right at the very end, and I had to prep for that and everything. And then that live stream was still during September, and then that was over the course of like 2 or 3 days kind of thing. So I missed a couple of those days. And then one of them, right in the middle of the month, I uploaded a video which is just me talking, and I was tired as fuck. I had worked, and I was still doing acting as well, and then filming. I don't know what I was thinking, doing videos every day of the month with work and acting at the same time. Fuck me. But halfway through the month,
are you gonna do that again? Sometime?
Honest to God, I kind of want to. Honest to God, I kind of want to do another month of a full month of just back-to-back video after video after video, because like I've done it once, so I know I can do it again. And I'm not acting anymore, so I have way more time. But I now also know what quality of videos I want to make, and I've been trying to improve that. All those videos back in September, every one of them was just, I turned on the camera, I stood over there in front of the black screen, I talked, and then afterwards I uploaded that, I put some edits on it, and it was done. It was very easy to do. Now I try to incorporate different camera angles, different microphones with scripts and everything, way more fancy editing, far more music integration. I'm trying to make it
so it would be like
bigger.
A one every 3 days or one every 2 days?
It would kind of be something like that. It would be a lot more of that variety than one every day. I think if I just decided 3 hours of sleep is fine, then I could do one every single day.
So,
but I'd rather, but I'd rather not do that. I hate you. How dare you point that out?
I'm gonna call you out.
Thanks. So the YouTube app doesn't actually tell me how many videos I have. Oh well.
We'll get a list later.
It's over 200. Going back to chat here. So 107 comments on the last video. Yeah, so it's over 70 now. So it's just, I'm not going to be able to respond to all of them. And I've already fucking wiped my hands of that. So not me. Yes, not you, nerd. Content creation hard. It is and it isn't. I'm going to go back to that. Feet pics, please. No, OnlyFans subscribe. Lamau. But I want to wrap this up since we've gone very, very long. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here for this long. I'm very thankful for that. If you feel bad, I'm sorry. Thank you for.
If I feel bad, deal with it.
Yeah, but the last thing I want to say while we're on the topic of content creation, because I mean, I'm involved in this. I'm very passionate about this. I know it's not the same thing for you, but I do love talking about it with you because you have such different points of interest on it, and I love bouncing things off of you as you make it seem. But content creation, and this goes back to like the September things, because for the longest time with YouTube, I'd always been like, I want to become a YouTuber, I want to make content, I want to do live streaming.
You never really deep dove into it.
Exactly. I was always like, if I live stream and I play video games and I involve viewers, I will go live. The more often I stream, the more often I live. People can find me more often, and make YouTube videos because people who like videos will come and find those. And that was it. And for the longest time, I was like, my channel
works.
It's okay. My channel's not really growing that much. I got a little bit of success with Twitch, but not really a whole lot. And I was very much against Twitch for having no way of discoverability because it's a kingmaker. The biggest are at the top of the first views, and if you want to find anybody else, you literally have to scroll. And the moment you have to introduce any kind of clicks or scrolling to a viewer, they're far less likely to see you. So it's just, and that's how Twitch has always been, and they have no interest in changing it in any other way. Twitch staff itself has said, if you want to grow your stream, make content on other platforms. The staff itself have said that. They have no interest in making discoverability, and that's fine. That's not what they want to do. They can work on other things. But it was only until right before I made the 1 month of videos, or one video every single day for September, that I was like, okay, listen, I'm tired as fuck of working at this airport. I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I didn't think I would be here long enough to renew my rake because it was 3 years. But
trust me, I get it.
Yeah. But lo and behold, I did, because I thought it was going to be on before that. And then I went, okay, I want to do this. I need to figure out how to do this properly. And I full dived into as much tutorials as I could, as much in details, and I really discovered everything I could do. And that's why I went, okay, now I know what to do. Now I have to apply that. And I'm going to apply that every single day. And I did that for the whole month of September, and I fucking it skyrocketed. I gained like 200 subscribers in that month alone. It was amazing. And I was at 100, just over 100 subscribers at that point. So it was fantastic for my channel, and I saw what worked, I saw what didn't, and I was really able to hone that in. And then
what was the biggest video of that channel? Of that month?
Horde of the Dragon Queen review, by far. It still gets views to this day. Horde of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat are evergreen. And I didn't even know this at the time. I just made videos on those, reviews on those books, because I'd ran them and I thought I had things to say about them for Dungeon Masters who wanted to play them, that could play them better than running a stream book. So I made reviews and talking about that. I really should have looked at how many other reviews there are for those books, because there is none. And that is why it's so still getting views to this day. Because if you look up Horde of the Dragon Queen reviews, there is a couple of channels who have done brief reviews. One channel has the book on the table and it just flips by page talking about it. It's a review, but it's very low ball effort. Another channel, they uploaded one video for every single chapter. So you have to click part 1 for chapter 1, part 2 for chapter 2. And like, so technically it's a full review.
Dive.
It's a deep dive for every single chapter, which some people could enjoy. But if you combine all the videos together, it's like over a fucking hour long. And like, sure, some people would like that. But I was just like, how can I make... Well, sorry, I didn't look at any of that, but the way I just looked at it is like, okay, I can review all this video, talk about the important parts and stuff that doesn't need to be talked about, doesn't need to be changed. There's no reason to talk about it. Move on. You know, this part's good. Run it as is. Keep going. And just kind of talk about that stuff. But the part that's not good, like chapter 4, The Road, you know, talk about that. Talk about why it's bad, how you could change it to make it better. And this is what I did, and go from there. And just keep going. And that's how I made both Tyranny of Dragons and the Horde of the Dragon Queen reviews. They started out pretty decent, pretty happy with it. By the end of the month, 2 of my best performing videos, still now, when I look at like views over the last 48 hours, those videos always top 5 to this day still, because there's so few reviews for those campaigns that are, without patting myself on the back, that well done. Most of them are either very low effort, just flipping page by page, or each chapter is its own video, and that's constant click after click after click, and instead of just one click, 8 to 12 minutes, got the whole thing, got the important bits. Fantastic, thank you very much. So by far, those 2 videos are still my best one. You know what's very interesting? Take a guess at what is my best performing video overall. Like, to this day, still getting views overall, always the
Skull and Bones.
Yeah. Skull and Bones. What happened to Skull and Bones?
Yep.
I'm still surprised about that, because I spent so much time working on that, and it had nothing to do with my content. It was not Dungeons & Dragons. It wasn't Magic the Gathering. It wasn't Warhammer. But it was like, it's fantasy. I'm really interested about this game. I'm really waiting for it. And nobody else was making videos about it, because why would they? It doesn't come out. It's still delayed. Nobody knows anything.
It exists.
It doesn't exist. And that's why I was like, this is an opportunity for me to make a different type of video on a different type of, content. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, oh well, I'm happy I made it. It's my best video ever. It has over 20,000 views. No other video I have has come close to it. Mm-hmm. And it's not 20,000 like immediate peak views. Like my most recent video, it was immediate mini micro, and then it flatlined. This one has just been constant evergreen growth. Best video performance overall. Happy about it. Also salty about it, because people watch that and they're like, this is your best video ever. And it has no relation to anything else on my channel. And it makes me so mad when that happens.
Yep.
So, and it's whenever you go to another channel and you're like, you go to their most best performing video ever, and it's usually this most outlandish kind of thing, and then you realize that the rest of their content, the content they actually want to make, no relation to that video. And it's such this weird dynamic, because if they make more of that type of content, they'll get more views, because clearly people like that video, but that's not what they enjoy doing. They did it one-off just to see, but all this other video, that's clearly what they enjoy doing, but it's not as popular as this one. And now that's started to happen for my channel as well. Most recent videos in the past 10, guess which videos have been the most popular?
I'm trying to remember what you've done recently.
I can give you a hint. It all is about one thing.
I'm gonna be real. I'm blanking.
It's wizards fucking up.
Oh, duh.
When Dominaria United didn't have rares in some of the packs.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about that one.
That was a big one.
Boom! Exploded, or mini micro. Exploded off that one. And then a couple of videos later, nothing. Regular, average views.
Even, funnily enough, the replacement packs one has like 50 views.
What? Oh, well, yep. I made that as a short, because I was like, I got the packs in the mail. I didn't.
You got nothing out of them, and it was just like,
yeah, it wasn't that much.
Sure, thanks, Wizards.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where I was like, I filmed it. I filmed the opening for it, and then after I was looking back, it was like 6 minutes of footage. I was like, there's not enough for an actual video here. And that's the whole thing. I was like, I don't want to make short whatever videos. I want to have enough meat for a good content video. And I was like, sure, I can make this, show what I got, and be like, yeah, so you do get your replacements. Hoorah. But I was like, I don't really need to do that. And that's like, but I still want to upload proof that I did get my replacements, because that's what's most important, is that I did get what I paid for in the end. But it didn't make sense to do it. So I was like, perfect, I'll just do a short. And whenever I upload a short, I never make it so it notifies all subscribers, because I'm like, shorts are not meant for most of the shorts I am uploading right now are re-edits of older videos that I've just clipped down to shorter things with text for the ha-has and the funnies. And I'm like, I don't need to notify subscribers of a video they've already seen is now in short form. It'll go to the shorts feed, get some traction there, hoorah. So maybe when I upload a new short that's like a brand new thing directly like that, maybe I'll notify subscribers on that. I don't know, but most of them I just say don't notify, upload, goes to the shorts algorithm kind of thing. But yes, that was what I felt was important, to be like, I did get my rares, here's a video for it. If you see it, great. If you don't, it is on my channel. You can find it. Just go to the shorts tab. It's there. But nonetheless, that one exploded in views because Wizards fucked up. And then average views. Wizards is coming after OGL content creators. Boom, explodes. Okay, average views for goals, and then OGL 1.1 update. Boom, views. Okay, then average, and then
controversy.
Yep, and
breeds views.
Yep. And then
it's the way it's always been.
And then this most recent one, Wizards official response OGL, boom, views. So now it's that kind of thing where it's like I've slowly kind of melded into this box of like, okay, when I talk about Wizards fucking up, views. But that's all. I mean, whenever you talk about bad content, you always get views. Bad newspaper medias is what sells. We know that forever. But it's put me in this weird space where there are channels dedicated to making update videos about things like this. Their only content is like this is what happened with Wizards this week, or this is what's going on in this kind of space, and it's just news and like promotions, that kind of stuff. And that's fine. That's great if that's what you want to do. But I've seen channels who make type content they want to make, and then they upload something experimental and it explodes in views, and they go, capture this lightning in a bottle, and they do just that over and over and over and over again, and then it constantly keeps getting views and getting views. But then they're like, I don't want to make this type of content anymore because it's not what I enjoy doing. I want to do this. But now they put themselves in a bubble that they can't do that, because they will lose the tons of subscribers and the views they're getting from this, because they don't do that anymore. And
DK was very much the same.
Yes, with Warframe, and then yes, perfect example. That's exactly what happened there. And
now that he doesn't need to, he doesn't do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's to be fair though, he has the benefit of financial success that he doesn't need to.
Yes.
So that's a very important caveat.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So, but given the option, he was done.
True, as well. Given the option, he just decided he didn't want to do Warframe content anymore as well, which is fair. I don't even think he does like his VTuber live streams anymore either. As far as
I think he streams just whenever he feels like it.
Oh, maybe. Fair enough.
And then it's whatever he wants to play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's also talked about, like, directly in the podcast itself. He's like, I'm chill. I go live. I talk about with you for an hour. I maybe talk about some other stuff. The only time I have to do actually any work is for Detective Ridiculous. Other than that, collect paychecks in the end. It's best. I love in life. And, it sounds a little like about it, but he's dead right. He doesn't have to do any other work. He's involved in the podcast. He has minimal work, and that's fine. And that works for him.
I wish that was me.
I'm trying, man.
I'm trying.
I'm trying to get you there, okay? You just got to show up, talk, and then go home.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
We have to bring in Lord Ghostcat.
Oh, like as a podcast
as a
person
guest,
again?
As a person. That way we get the funnies.
Right. Yes, we need to pay the man his taxes for his funny hill. Do you want him in person? Because that's going to take a while. God damn. All right. Well, my people will be in contact with your people.
We are his people.
Fucking, he says in full comment, comedy. So, Nirma says it's kind of like outrage content. Yes, exactly.
It's exactly outrage content. What are you talking about?
It is outrage content because
to a T.
Because that's what drives views and everything. But the thing is, like, I never intended to make outrage content for the sake of views. But it always gets views, and I'm very carefully treading the line. Is like, I don't want to be known as a person that makes outrage content, but most of my top performing videos, Arcanum is a manipulative monster.
Yep.
8,000 views, and I was like, okay, Didn't expect that. Just wanted to voice my opinion as a dungeon master who wants to make Dungeons and Dragons live streams like Arcadums. How upset I am about this. And then skyrocketed views. Like, holy fuck. Okay. Funny story about that. We can stop whenever you want.
I'm gonna give you a hard 8:30.
Hard 8:30. You got it. Okay. So funny situation. I almost messaged everybody in the Great Hall Discord about this when it was happening, because I had never experienced something like this before, and it was exciting and scary.
All right.
After I made both the Arcadum as a manipulative monster and my final thoughts on Arcadum several weeks later, after people was like, he's back to streaming. What do you think about this? Like, why are you not talking about this? And I was like, okay, I'm going to address this and then done. I'm never talking about Arcadum again. And I've stuck to that. But I made those 2 videos. Someone, very clearly, a big Arcadum fan with his own YouTube channel, made a hate piece video on me. I shit you not. I cannot remember this content.
No fucking way.
It was surreal. I do not remember this content creator's name. And I'll get to certain things.
This is fucking hilarious.
Oh, I never experienced something like this before, because I've had people who hate me as a content creator. I've had that constantly. I get buckets. I've no stranger.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I'm no stranger to online hatred. I've never had another content creator with a sizable following. They had over 1,000 subs. They were bigger than me. They weren't like 5,000 subs or anything, but they had a bigger audience than me.
Whatever.
But like, not a million, but nonetheless. But I'd woken up to a notification on Twitter, and it was just like, you're a fucking scumbag with a YouTube link. And I was like,
huh?
Okay. Click. And it was this dude on his webcam, and he was fucking furious. And it was strictly about me. And I don't know why.
Wait. So this is an Arcadum stand?
This is an Arcadum stand.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. And the thing that I didn't understand, and I looking back at it now, I think it's, again, it's fine.
I did nothing.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. that happens constantly. But the thing that blew me the most about this, when I was watching this, it was just about me. Again, that video capped out at 8,000 views. There are way bigger content creators who talked about Arcadum, Moist Critical, Destiny, any of the people he like sexually assaulted and made fun of and everything. Any one of those people like are way bigger than me. But I think it's because I was a small content creator, and
he felt okay to attack me.
He was felt okay to attack me, and he was confident I would see it, because again, small content creator. So I got this tag and everything on Twitter. I open it, and this dude, he's sitting there, and he is just looking at the camera, and he's like, "You, fucking Valkyrie, whatever the fuck you are, you boneless, spineless piece of shit Valkyrie, you're a fucking scumbag. You're dirt. And just went in, and I'm watching this in my bed like, holy shit. I'm surprised. I'm not angry or upset or anything. I am overwhelmed with just surprise. Like,
you're not even like
me.
You're not even.
I had never experienced anything like that in my life. I was overwhelmed, and this was at least 20 minutes.
What?
It was fucking long, because he started off just berating, and after he's done his berating, he was like, for anybody who's not this fucking piece of dirtbag who doesn't know what I'm talking about, this guy made fun of Arcadum, said he's a manipulative monster, said he sexually assaulted all these women. Where's the proof? Where's any of their statements?
Holy shit.
None of this shit.
This guy is
sense.
like full
blown
crazy.
Went in. He's like, where's their statements? Where's it? He's like, he showed links on stream, but the links weren't in the chat. There was one Reddit link that sent to all of them. I did not know this at the time, but the person who posted that Reddit link deleted their account, so the link didn't work anymore. But I didn't know that at the time. I didn't check. I know that now. But at the time, it was posted. I put it in the description, so if anyone wanted to read it in the statements, there was one link that went to all of them. That link doesn't work anymore. It's been removed. So I don't know what happened to their statements. I don't know where they are, but nonetheless. But he said, he said, there's no proof or anything. He showed the links on screen. They're not even in his description, and just anything like that. And they went, okay. So for those of you who don't know, this guy, and then he put a photo of my face on his stream, like he edited it in. He was like, this guy here, this guy's a dirtbag, this guy's scum. And it's just a screen cap from me, like on the video, just talking about that. And he just kept pointing at, like, calling me just over and over and over. And he said, if you guys can find this guy's channel, actually, here, I'll just tell you, it's WinglessValkyrie. Go to his channel and hate bomb him. Dislikes, comments. Wow. I want this piece of shit off the platform. He is berating people. He is calling people manipulative monsters. He is assaulting people with these words. He doesn't deserve to be here.
What a fucking hypocrite.
And just went in, and I'm watching this in bed, mind blown. Then I was like, I'm both surprised that you have this much energy for this video, which is not very big, against me, and I'm also blown away by the sheer ignorance.
Hate.
Well, not even just hate, the ignorance. Because it was like, he is a manipulative monster. There is over 20 statements saying so. There was going to be an investigation. The investigation didn't even fully start before they went, there is so much evidence we don't need to investigate anymore, and dropped him from their agency. And like his wife, girlfriend, they were basically common law, like kicked him out of the house, locked him out because she found out through them being like, hey, how are you feeling about this? She had no idea, but she saw videos, and there was leaked phone calls, videos, screen recordings, all of this. I was like, the amount of evidence against him is quite literally overwhelming. I don't know how you're this blind. But he just went on this, and then at the end of the video, after he was done just doing all this kind of shit, he was like, I hope I never see you again. I'm going to come to your channel. I'm going to flag every video. I'm going to report everything. I'm going to be in every one of your live streams, and I'm going to call you out for what you are, a dirt scumbag piece of shit. And he was like, I will be everywhere. You will not forget me. I will make sure you know what you did. And
you fucking forgot him.
Well, and again, I'm going to get to the best part here. So that's the video. I watch that. I see that on Twitter, and immediately I'm stunned. I'm aghast. I've never experienced anything like this before. And my immediate thought was, if this is true, I need him banned. I'm not going to deal with this. So at the time, I went to the Great Hall chat, and I started typing a message with the YouTube link, and I was like, hey, if you see this content creator anywhere in Discord, if he joins, you ban him immediately. Shows up in Twitch chat or anything, ban him immediately. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't care. I don't care what he says as a message or anything. Just the moment you see this username, get rid of it. This is why, with the link to the video. But then I really thought about it, and I went, you know what? No. If he wants to out himself as this person, fine. I believe in free speech. I believe everyone should be able to say what they are. But free speech does not mean free of backlash. What's the word I'm looking for? Consequence. Freedom of speech does not give you freedom of consequence. So I was like, you know what? I typed the message. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Actually, if he does want to go that far, I'm going to let him do his thing first, show it off, and then we can ban him from there. And then I can ban with cause. And then I can report him and be like, okay, here's the message he sent. I can send them to Twitter. I can send them to YouTube and be like, here's the messages and everything. Because if we ban him outright, then sure, he doesn't get to say anything. But if at least he says something like really awful and just like full of hate speech, then I can report him for it. And then he could possibly not just be banned from my stream, but be banned from Twitch or YouTube or from doing something a little bit more outrageous. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let it be. I'm going to see what happens. He never joined Discord. Never came to one of my live streams ever again.
Nope.
And I was like, that seems a bit weird. So after a couple of days, went back to his channel. He deleted the video. It was gone. And in its place was a new video. Guess what this video was?
Free Arcadum?
Not quite.
Oh, God.
So I hope you guys are okay. I made a video about some dude. Doesn't matter. I deleted it. I don't think Arcadum's that great of a person. I'm probably not going to watch his stuff that much anymore. Anyways. Yeah, and then he started drinking and just talking about like his life, family, and situation. And I was like, okay, don't know what happened there. Glad that situation's over. And I just wipe my face. I wipe my hands of it. And
I am a little bit chapped that I did not see it.
It was as like I tend to be overzealous.
It was disgusting.
I tend to be overzealous and like expand upon stuff for the sake of like comedy and everything. I shit you not. I've never seen anger towards me in that regard. I've never seen that amount of hatred in anything I've ever made.
From a random fucking guy standing up for Arcadum.
Standing up for Arcadum. I have never, ever seen that amount of hatred ever in my life towards me. And it didn't even make me upset. I was just stunned.
Shocked.
I was in complete shock. But unfortunately, the video's gone. The dude deleted it. And the dude made a video afterwards just being like, hey, basically like semi-walking back. He's like, I don't think Arcadum's that great. I'm probably not going to watch him that much anymore. Anyways, how you guys doing? Crack a Coke and eating, drinking and everything. Again, don't know the content creator. Even if I did, I wouldn't say his name anyways because I don't want the ability of like people going over and be like, hey, what'd you say about WinglessValkyrie? I don't need that. I don't want that. So, but yeah, so that happened. Sorry I didn't share the video, but I just felt, you know what? I'm just going to wait and see what happens. And then if something bad happens, I can report him with cause.
Yep.
But that never happened. So he was all talk and nothing but talk. Thank God for that. So catch up on chat and we'll call podcast there. So, Nerd says, I have made the exact mistake by streaming Mario Maker constantly just because it got me views, and I'm trying to correct it and play what I enjoy and maybe some Mario Maker from those who enjoy it. That makes sense, you know, and I can kind of understand that from when I did Vainglory. I started Vainglory because it was a small game with no content creators, and I wanted to be the first in there to make content for it. And I was very successful. Then they introduced Ranked, didn't care for Ranked, and my views plummeted. And I went, you know what? I don't want to play this game anymore if people are always going to ask me about Ranked. So I stopped playing Vainglory, and my views just fucking plummeted. And I knew that was going to happen, and I thought I was prepared for it. I wasn't. I was miserable. I really wanted to keep going back to Vainglory just to see big number make me feel good. But oh well, so I get that. Nervous, I need to see this. Sorry, it doesn't exist anymore. Nerd. Keck mold seeth. He was very seething and molding. Molding, not molding. He's not fucking Resident Evil character. Molding. Nerd says, you could have gotten YouTube to remove for harassment. I honestly could have. Didn't cross my mind. And he deleted the video anyways, but didn't cross my mind. So, but yes, I could have reported the video and been like, this is discrimination. This is harassment. This is, defamation.
He's literally it's hate speech.
Yeah, it was literally hate speech. And like he was like, go dislike his videos and comment in his live streams and everything. And then I never saw any of that. Thank God. But yeah, so I could have done that. I didn't. I was just in complete shock about it. And I just went, you know what? I'm just going to wait and see how this evolves. And then thankfully it evolved in a way that was, great for everybody. So Lord Goat, clearly you've never played Jungle for me in League.
Thank you, Mr. Comedy.
Yeah, thank you. And then Nurse says that is so funny. Yeah, looking back at it now, it's fucking hilarious. So,
yeah, you understand why I'm laughing my fucking ass off at it.
I wish I could have laughed like that at the time, but again,
well, of course you can't.
Just complete
hindsight is 2020.
Yep. All right, my friends, that is that. That is probably our longest podcast ever.
Yep.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry for your ass if it's getting sore or anything. I mean, I already broke the chair anyway, so.
Yep.
All right, my friends, we will see you again in 2 weeks' time. If you enjoyed the podcast, be sure to leave a like on the live stream, because you can do that now because we're on YouTube. If you didn't enjoy the podcast, leave a dislike. Doesn't matter. You can't see it anyways.
Oh.
That's true. All right, my friends, you have yourselves a good night. We will see you guys all in 2 weeks' time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.